Welcome, people, to another episode of the PRG Podcast, powered by 950 Entertainment. This week, we have a special hustle of the week for y'all with our special guest, Ameerah Renee, who comes in to talk about Forex trading and a few other things that she does. We also talk about the Dallas police officer shooting. Ameerah also happens to be a law student, so we get her insight on that as well. Me, Cutta and Blakk do a little dad talk, talking about our kids and just some of the challenges and things we're doing this week. We also get into the rap beef between Shaq and Dame Lillard. Cutta talks about crazy news stories and topics that happened this week. We discuss a whole bunch of things on this podcast, the movies, and just a wide variety of things as we usually do. So we hope you enjoy it. We had fun with this one. We hope you do too. Please remember to subscribe to us on all platforms. People reaching goals.
And the news this morning.
50. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is 950 ENT Radio's PRG Podcast. It's your boy Freddy on Focus.
It's your boy PRGBlakk representing 950 ENT Radio.
Hey, it's your boy Keem, Olajuwon. We bite.
It's your boy Cutta Calhoun, always repping for the South Side.
And we got a special guest with us. Introduce yourself.
Ameerah Smith,
Okay, and what are you representing?
The Hustle.
All right. She's stepping in. She's gonna help us out with the hustle of the week, and she's got a lot to say.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we always bring y'all a hustle of the week. We try to at least, and we got a special one because we actually have somebody in here who does it. You know, usually we just give our opinions on it and what we've heard from other people. So we have somebody actually here to talk about a good hustle, which is Forex Trading. Now, I don't know a lot about it, but from my understanding, it's the trading of like foreign currencies, right? So, you know, it's definitely a hustle. It's similar to like, you know, the stock market where you buy and hold and sell. So, you know, I'm interested to get into it with you about that.
Can we get into it like a sort of like a Forex for Dummies kind of
Yeah,
thing?
because
I'm definitely unaware.
I'm like, Forex.
I was looking into it. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, it from my understanding, it's pretty difficult. It's something that takes time. I mean, no.
I'm in law school, and I run a team of 90 people.
90?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I feel like the team might.
Wait, a team of 90 people in what?
I have an investment team.
Oh, that's dope. So on the Forex Trading?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say what are you're basically teaching them how to do it?
My parents just joined last week.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so like, what is Forex for Dummies? Because I don't know shit about it.
Okay, so Forex stands for foreign exchange. It's a
okay.
market where they hold currencies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, for, you know, the easiest way to explain it is like when you go to Europe,
Uh-huh.
out of town, boys trip, whatever, you're exchanging currencies. So what we're doing is we're trading the fluctuation between the currencies because, you know, price moves at different times of the day.
Yeah.
And so, like, basically, like what me and my team do, we trade during the London and New York session, which means when the London bank and the New York bank opens.
Mm-hmm.
So that same time that they open, that's when we're trading because that's when the market is fluctuating at a good rate.
Wow.
Okay.
So you're basically just swapping money back and forth, and depending on the currency, it just fluctuates.
Yes, and like he said, like he said, the stock market. But the difference between the stock market and foreign exchange market is that when you're in the stock market, if the stock market goes down, you lose money.
Mm-hmm.
But in foreign exchange, we're getting profits from going up and going down. We're just buying and selling, and it's you receive the money faster.
Now, how would you make money by it going down?
Yeah, that's my
You're
question.
selling. So if the United States, a recession, so we have a recession, and we're going to sell the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Just press sell because you're basing it on currency. So if you have the U.S. dollar and the euro, so we do USD euro, so that's United States and Europe, and so we're basically trading that. So if the euro is stronger than the U.S. dollar, then we're going to sell the U.S. dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you're going to sell whichever one is stronger at the time. But I got you.
Yes.
Whereas in stock, you only have one
In
side
that
of
stock,
the picture.
yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
The only thing with Forex
That's
that I was
crazy.
kind of off-putting is that it's not really much of a gain unless you have like $1 million into it.
No.
No, is that not
We
true?
have a broker which leverages your money. So I tell my team to start at $10 actually.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
See, I was looking into like loan. So you're basically getting a loan to then, but isn't that kind of risky? Like you taking a loan from the broker to put into
You're not
this?
really taking a loan. I'm literally putting in $10 into my broker's account.
Okay.
And then that goes into my trading account. So if I do, like, say we have a stop loss. A stop loss helps you not risk because you can determine how much you risk in the market. So say I only want to risk $1. I can put the market at a point. It's called a stop loss. It's a safety net that I can put into the market to be like, hey, if the market goes the opposite direction of what I said, then take me out of the market. So that's where the risk comes in. So you're not really risking unless people go in there to try to get rich overnight. And it's just like, if you don't have a stop loss, then that's when you're going to owe the broker back because it's going to go negative, your account.
Oh, got you.
So that's what I say, like the risk is very low.
See, that's why I needed you here, because I needed you to explain.
Exactly.
I was,
Yeah.
into it. I was like, I don't know about all this, man.
Yes.
This,
Yes.
this dope.
Whoa.
I didn't mean to do
What
that.
happened? Somebody got shot, yo. Fred got a new soundboard over there. He's got to get used to having it.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's interesting. You make it sound simple. I mean,
That's
honestly.
why I have 90 people on my team.
Yeah. No, that's. I like that. So, did you develop that program yourself to have these people, or is it
No.
something that you joined into?
It's something I joined into. It's
Oh,
called
okay.
iMarkets Live.
It's called what? I'm sorry.
iMarkets Live.
iMarkets Live.
And I'm going to go ahead and hit on it. People think it's a pyramid scheme. But with the pyramid scheme, you have your CEO and your the employee. When does the employee ever get to pass up the CEO?
I mean, never.
Not many
Exactly.
times. I
So-
can't think of any off the top of my
Yeah.
head.
Me neither.
Exactly. So with this, I'm quote unquote the CEO, but I'm like, so I started the team. However, like my mom, she already almost has as much people as I have on her team, so she's about to pass me up
So how long have you been doing this?
since May. But I just started my team list this month.
Okay.
September.
Okay.
That's
Pretty
cool.
new to it.
Yes.
But you have a lot of information on it too. That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When you came into it, did you have doubts? Like, is there anything that you can say to people out there, like, same kind of things that you thought of before getting into? You're like, wait a
Being
minute.
skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I was like, it's easy money, but at the same time, like, I mean, you got to try it out.
Yeah.
If you don't try, you'll never know.
Facts.
And
True.
so, I was just like, when it was actually at law school when a couple of people told me about it. My friend Chris Raxton, he's actually a chairman, which means he's making six figures before the trading. So basically, what I was telling you about the pyramid scheme, he has like 2,000 people on his team, and he went to law school with me, dropped out because it was his first year, and he's making more than our professors.
Wow.
But so for example, I'm a P2000, which means I make $2,000 a month before the trades. So I use that money like for my trading. So I get my team to get residuals so they can use that money as capital. But basically, like being skeptical, I mean, I saw it firsthand. Like, I know these people live. I go to school with them. So for me, I know for people that don't have anybody around them to do it, I mean, that does it, it's kind of like it's too easy. But at the same time, like, honestly, making money is not supposed to be that hard.
Yeah, that's true. No, if you have an understanding of it, honestly, like a lot of what you just said and explaining it to people that might not understand that the first 5 times you tell it to them, So it's something that might be difficult for them. But I see what you're saying. And I did. It's interesting to me because I didn't know that you could make like how you said, you can make money even if it goes down. But so let me ask you this now. It seems like you kind of started maybe at a higher level than somebody else would be able to start because you knew people that were already up there.
I knew people, but I didn't know how to do it.
Right. Okay. So you didn't know how to do it. So what advice do you give to somebody who wants to begin this? Like if they're going to listen to this and you want them to start it today or tomorrow, what's the first step?
Well, first, I tell people all the time, be coachable. Also, iMarkets Live is an educational platform. They have master traders who make 6 to 7 figures in the market that teach you how to do it.
Is that a website, iMarkets Live? Do they have a website somebody could go to?
iMarketsLive.com. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and is that where they'd be able to go to sign up?
Yes, you'll be able to sign up. If you want to sign up like on my team, then you have to use my link.
Gotcha.
Is there any way there's a way to go into this to where you don't, it's kind of like a practice go type of thing?
Yes, we have a demo account and a live account. So it's called MetaTrader for the app that you use, a free app. You have a demo account, which is stimulated money. And then you have your live account, which is your money. So I tell my team, hey, for the first week, just practice in, because I'm sending them signals from master traders, from like my friends that's chairmen. They're getting master traders sending them, just because like once you're that high up
What's
on
a
the rank.
master trader?
Master trader is somebody that mastered the market. So they make 6 figures in the market.
Gotcha.
So basically I send every day, like Monday through Friday. The market opens on Sunday and it closes on Friday. So basically every day of the week, before I go to school, I make sure to send my team like 6 or 7 signals. They can get easy money. So a lot of people don't even come in to try to learn how to trade. They just want the money,
And what's
I
a
make sure
signal?
they.
Sorry to interrupt you. A signal is like a lead or something?
A signal is exactly where the point. So the stop loss and the take profit. Take profit is, hey, the market comes here, take me out with profit. Stop loss is take me out, and I'm not risking, more than I want to. So I give them those numbers for the take profit. Well, those prices for the take profit and the stop loss. And then like they just put it in, make easy money. Then we have lot sizes to where you can, like a 0.01 lot size is like using 10 cents in the market. I can flip that 10 cents into dollars. You know what I'm saying? So you start off with, it's.
So my next question is, what would be, like, let's just say if I have a couple of dollars and I want to invest in something, I'm looking to invest. What is the initial investment if I wanted to get involved with Forex?
Well, if you want to get on the team or you just want to get involved?
Get involved, yeah. Just start there.
Okay, so, I mean, without a team, it's just like watching a YouTube video, trying to just throw yourself in there. You don't have a coach. That's what I'm here for.
I got you.
But to get started, it's $225 for the educational platform. But to get started actually trading, literally $10.
Okay. So the difference is basically what, educational materials you said? Or?
Educational material. You have live video. They go live every day. Like, I've met some of these people in person. Like, they're amazing. They go live and they have them recorded just in case you miss it, because I base everything off of financial freedom.
Okay.
And so I tell my team, like, one, I'm not your boss. Two, like, I'm trying to get them out of the 9-to-5 mindset. Two, like, if you can't make it to a live call, this is around your time. Like, you're fitting it around your time, not the other way around.
Okay.
So just tap in whenever you can.
Okay.
You know, so for me.
And about how many hours per week do you guys, the average person on your team, how many hours per week do they have to put into this?
It takes 2 seconds to put in a signal. So, like I said, a lot of people don't want to learn how to trade. So I learned all the strategies for them so I can just teach it to them.
Okay.
Because I was doing a lot of the research on it, and it was saying, like, if you're going to go into this, you got to put, like you can't do nothing else. You got to do that. And I guess I was misinformed, I guess.
Okay, so they have master trading classes that are like $10,000. So I tell my team all the time, you want to be a master trader, go there.
Okay.
But I got easy strategies that I could teach y'all to make easy money. Like I said, it's easy money, but it's not. It's simple, but it's not easy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Understood.
So I show them strategies because, like I said, some people want to learn how to trade, but other people, they just want to take trades. So if you're just taking trades, it takes literally under a minute to put in a trade in your phone. It's like texting.
So you're saying maybe maybe an hour, maybe a half hour a day, something like that?
With all the trades together, yeah.
Wow.
Because I told you, financial freedom, more time.
And you're also a law student, so
exactly.
So you finding the time.
I'm sure that's a lot of work too, going to school for that.
No, I'm in my last year, so I've got a good I think I passed up the harder year, so this was the best time for me to do it.
And what school do you go to?
FAMU Law.
Hey, FAMU.
Oh, that's what's
up.
Hey, that's what's up, though.
Yes.
That's what's up. So wait, so to go to law school, you have to have already had a 4-year degree, right?
Yes.
What did you get your degree in?
I got my bachelor's in psychology and behavioral science.
Oh, that's what's up.
Okay.
I don't even think we should talk no more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
And what do you plan on, doing with your law degree? What type of law are you trying to do?
I'm actually putting law and trading together. I'm going to do a nonprofit organization for felons and newly released prisoners.
Oh,
and I'm going to show them how to make more income and not have to fill out applications that they're probably going to get denied for anyways.
I like that.
Oh,
I like that a lot. It's a great idea. Yeah, that is a very, very good idea. I actually know a guy who changed his life he learned himself how to trade like on Wall Street though, and made a lot of money and he got out of prison and it changed his whole life.
Them
honestly,
guys are crooks anyway,
doesn't have to.
Street, so.
Yo, for real, yeah. But he doesn't have to have a job now. Like he took that money and you know it's amazing what he's doing now. So that's a really, really, really good idea. You'd be surprised how smart a lot of these guys are too. A lot of these dudes go to prison and just because of their hustler's mindset in the wrong place, you know.
Everybody
and you could teach them something like this, and they'll be phenomenal.
I mean, the same education that it takes to, do certain illegal activities is the same education it takes to, do legal activities.
So like you said, they're more coachable. I have a couple of felons on my team now, and they learned it faster than anybody. I'm like,
wow.
Hey.
Yeah. That's what's
people
up.
that go to law school, you don't even catch it that fast.
Wow. That says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so, do you have any other? I see that you primarily seem to be about your money.
Oh yeah.
You have Forex. You're going to school to be a lawyer. Do you have any other financial?
Hair and makeup.
Okay.
I'm just like I said. I'm just still now that I've got my hands on Forex, I can literally my mind is open to more things. So I'm just trying to put my hands on whatever I can.
What's Vision Investment Group?
Vision Investment Group is my group. I just made the name literally a week ago.
Oh, okay. So am I jumping the gun? Asking too
No,
many questions?
no.
My bad.
So I made 3 weeks ago I only had 9 people on my team.
Okay.
So literally I wrote it down that I wanted to have at least 100 people on my team, and I literally wrote my vision down and made it plain. So that's why when it manifested, I was like, vision. That's what it was.
Okay. So wait, so
You went from 9 to 90.
I don't want to jump again. So do you get any when you sign somebody up under your team and they, whatever they have to sign up with, do you get like a commission or a
Yeah,
cut
that's
out of
what
that?
I was saying. The chairman.
So you got to
6
cut out
figures.
all of these 90 people
Oh,
on your
but they're getting
team?
the cut out too.
No,
Trust me.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just clarifying.
Yes, I told you I'm
Yeah,
P2000,
yeah.
which means I make $2,000 a month before trades.
That's good.
I got to punch in tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
It's basically like I tell people all the time because people do have a bad understanding of that. And I'm just like Uber, Airbnb. They tell you, hey, refer somebody, I'll give you a discount.
Right.
These people are telling you, refer somebody, I'm going to change your life, like literally. So now, like, I can go and spend money and not even think about it because the next you get paid weekly. So the next week I'm gonna get it right back. That's why I think about it. That's financial freedom.
Not a bad situation.
That's what's up.
Right.
Yeah, because it gives you a salary and you still make money on the trading.
Exactly.
of
And
it.
now my team, like, I have 11 IBOs, which means I have 11 people on my team also getting paid.
You got 12 now.
No, that's what's up though. I like that. I like that.
No, that
Yes.
that's what's up though. So one thing that you did say that you're a third-year law student.
Yes.
And there's been something in the news recently that we kind of want to talk about. The Dallas police officer. Do we want to go into that now, or we want to take
I'm
a
down.
break?
Yeah, we
You
can.
know what I'm saying?
I mean, we
go
don't-
into that now. Yeah, let's go into it now.
Fuck it, though. Let's do
All
it.
right. So I'm not sure if you were aware or not the situation with the Dallas police officer that walked into the gentleman's house. Her name was Amber Geiger, and she walked into a gentleman's home. So I guess she made a mistake and thought that it was her home, and she saw a gentleman in the home that I guess she figured wasn't supposed to be there, even though it was his house,
Yeah.
and she shot him dead. A black man. And
What's his name?
His name is
Botham Jean.
John. What'd you say? Botham Jean.
Botham Jean.
Botham.
I'm sorry.
Botham
Thank
Jean.
you. Thank
Okay.
you, Cutta, for holding us
Yes.
down with
Oh,
that
yeah.
information.
Appreciate that.
I got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? You got your little notebook and all that. I appreciate
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Little
So,
chicken scratch over here.
the trial was this week, and the police officer was found guilty of murder. However, she was sentenced to 10 years. And there's been a lot of backlash regarding that. So I kind of just wanted, since you're a law student, I kind of wanted to talk to you about it and get your
Pick your
feelings
brain a
on
little
it.
bit. Yeah, what do you think about it? Do you think it's a fair sentencing? Let me ask you that first.
I mean,
10
I
years for
hate
murder is
to, I
kind of
hate to
short
go into
me.
this, but are we
No,
surprised?
Woo. I mean, no, we're not surprised.
No, not really.
Nah,
but
I'm not surprised.
And, a lot of people were excited that the jury, when they did the jury selection, there were more black people. But we still have to understand, like, at the end of the day, it's the judge's decision.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, this one, because I was a little bit concerned. This one, it says that the jury, and you might be able to shed some light on this as a law student. It said that the jury came to the decision about the sentence. Now, does that
they
happen?
are given the opportunity
They
sometimes.
they can give the opportunity, but the judge has to, like, confirm it. Like, say
Yeah.
this is good. Because the judge can, like, make it more time or less time.
Okay.
Doesn't the judge usually give them a choice? Like he'll say, okay, 10 years in prison, or maybe 10 years probation, or you know what I mean? Like,
Them, like, in a certain
yeah,
box.
give them some sort of something. Okay, what do you guys think?
Right.
And then they'll have the opportunity to choose what they think is the best. He might tell them 20-10 or 5 in and 5 out on probation. You know what I'm saying? And then they get to choose whatever they decide.
I know in Texas, for murder, it can range from 5 years to life. And then I also believe that she
Wow, really? As low as 5 years?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No,
Well, that's
strict is
Texas, though.
Florida. Yeah, Florida strict.
And then the lawyer also recommended that the Castle Doctrine be taken into consideration.
What exactly is that?
I'm assuming it's like the stand your ground. If someone's in your house, you have
Like our stand your ground in Florida?
Correct.
Yeah, but that really
But again, it don't because
Makes
she
sense.
wasn't in her house.
My
was in
thing
his
is,
house.
y'all know how many times I walked into the wrong house?
yeah.
And I'm just like, oops. Like, I've never thought to, like, go crazy and be like,
See, yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, and how quickly do you notice when you walk in, it's not your house?
I mean,
Doesn't take, you know what I mean? If you're in the house,
Correct.
you should be able to look. Wait, this isn't
What was
my
it?
house.
I didn't buy that couch.
Yeah.
How was her alcohol level? Does anybody?
I
No,
don't
she,
know,
she,
honestly.
apparently
I haven't
she
read
was
that yet.
sober. She was sexting somebody, and and then she was distracted or whatever, and then shot this guy on his couch while he's eating ice cream. But
Correct.
my thing is,
Right, while he was eating ice cream, I thought he
Damn.
was sleeping at first. It wasn't
No.
even that. He was eating.
Yeah, but my thing is, she claims that she said, "Put your hands up" and whatever. And she was screaming that. But
I'm in my crib.
Yeah. But the guy who got shot as of late, the character
Joshua.
witness, Joshua, he said that he didn't hear that.
And he said that the basis of his testimony was that he can hear sorry, what's the guy's name? What's the last name?
Botham
John.
Jean.
Botham Jean.
He can hear him like singing Drake and all this music like when he was stepped into the hallway. So this time he stepped into the hallway, he said he didn't hear anything. And so that was the key part of his testimony. That's why it was so big.
Yeah.
Why is
I
that
don't
key though? That he didn't hear any music playing?
Because she just basically drew her
she
gun
said
and just
she
shot him.
heard him. Like she was like, "Put your hands up, put your hands up."
Oh,
He would've
okay,
heard
I got
him, 'cause
you.
He was
Okay,
in
I
the hallway
got
at the
you.
time of the
Yeah.
shooting.
Oh,
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, my thing is like this. I have, I usually have an opinion that's a little different from everybody else. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw my thought into the ring. Number one, I think that she definitely is guilty, 100%.
Oh yeah, most.
They said that there was a red rug in this gentleman's apartment, and there's no red rug in hers. So if you walk into the crib and you see a red rug, and you see somebody in the crib that's not supposed that don't live there, maybe this is not my crib. Not
what
let
I'm
me
saying,
shoot him
yeah.
first.
Was it dark in there?
It don't matter, bro. I don't think. I mean, I hear you. You probably trying to play devil's advocate. Maybe you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she does go to law school
No,
too.
she's guilty, but you gotta ask the question.
Right,
Yeah, you gotta
right.
ask.
I'm like,
That's a good question though. Was it dark in there?
I've been to a hotel room and stepped right into the wrong room, but noticed that wasn't my room.
you
as soon
should
as I
notice
stepped in.
right away.
All these rooms look the same, and I knew I wasn't in the wrong room. So,
Right.
Like I live
What's
in a
really good?
townhouse, and they all look the same.
Yeah.
I've never went into the wrong townhouse.
Yeah.
First thing I'm gonna say, this is not my car in the driveway. And the other thing is, how the fuck she opened the door? They said the door was locked.
How long was she living there for? I want to know.
I don't know about that.
I heard that they had those. I don't know if y'all have ever seen them. The doors that lock by themselves. The work that I do. I used to work in people's homes and going in and out, and they would have that door where no matter what, when it closes, it automatically locks. So it's
Okay.
like some kind of electric knob or something like that.
Okay.
So I was under the impression that apartment building had that style door. So they're saying there's no way the door. It can never be left open. Because it has that style lock on it. So how did she get in?
I don't. Yeah, that's another question.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's funny too.
so I definitely agree that she is guilty. She is way guilty. That 10-year sentence, and again, in my opinion,
There was a lot of
is
man-made
way
going on.
too light.
But you know what the prosecutor was when he was putting her on cross or direct. She was saying, he was like, well, didn't you have a kit to be able to help him, knowing that you shot the wrong person or that you were in the wrong
Like
house? and you
CPR
shot-
or whatever.
No, it was like the little kit that he had. I don't know what it was for. Something that
Okay.
police officers have like that to stop the bleeding. And she
Right.
said she didn't even
Probably like a
try.
first aid kit or
Yeah, they
something.
said when the
That's
other
true. Her patrol car should have been down there, right?
right, and when the other officers arrived, she was out in the hallway, and this man she wasn't giving the man CPR or
She
nothing.
was
Even
shocked.
after you
She was
realize,
thinking about herself. That's
Right.
what it was. She was like, I'm fucked. I'm about to get fired. That's
Right.
all that was in her mind. She didn't care about this human being that was bleeding
Correct.
out. You know, that's what
But then also, my peers got away with shooting black people, so why can't I?
Yeah.
But
she did
I mean, I feel that too.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of man-mean going on in there. They were rubbing on her hair.
Yeah.
There was the
All right,
The family.
Yeah, let's jump to that
yeah.
second part. What happened in the
think that softened the sentence too, especially the brother hugging her. I respect his way of kind of like
thinking, yeah.
of thinking, but at the same time, you think that softened the sentence too.
I mean, wasn't that after though? Wasn't that
I think
after
that was
everything
after.
had been?
It was still on
before.
camera.
That was before.
That was so the hugging occurred before the sentence.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
believe all
Yeah,
that
it
goes
was.
down. Yeah, once you're sentenced, you can't say
After
shit,
his
right? I don't think you get a
testimony.
chance to say anything.
Say
It's-
what?
you
After
get-
his testimony.
See, I don't like that. My thing is the one thing that I don't like. Yes, she is guilty, and yes, she should have received a longer sentence. You know, I'm thinking at least 25 to life for that. My problem is the brother. He said that he forgave the lady, which is his choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said that also that he feels that the man that died, he would have wanted it this way. He would have wanted everyone to forgive her and move on. So who gives anybody else the right to call the brother a coon
Yeah,
or
that's
to say
messed
that
up.
he's
Facts.
XYZ because he did that?
That's why I
you know what I'm
said
saying?
I
I don't like that
respect it.
in our society, in our community, that if a black man makes a choice that's not status quo, that's not black,
He's
then
supposed to
he's
retaliate.
ostracized.
But wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. You know, in the last form of voodoo, the last thing they do is they hug you.
Oh,
I mean,
That's true.
I ain't even going.
That's true. He is Haitian.
Hey.
Haitian, right?
Shout out to
So
my
who-
Haitians, baby.
Hey.
So
They are Haitian.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to-
got a
I'm
piece of
trying
that
to-
hair. Making a voodoo doll right now.
So we gonna say it was voodoo, and not that this man just felt compassion.
Oh man, you know I'm gonna be honest though. I got a lot of Haitian friends, and a lot of Haitian people that I know are very religious. They go to church a lot. I mean, you see Haitian churches all over the
Correct.
place. You know, when I used
Not
to
to
live down in
mention
South
Christianity.
Florida. Yeah, that's what I mean. They
If they're Christian,
are
that's what
very,
we're taught-
very
that's
religious
what
people.
people are
Yeah,
taught
and they
to
are
do.
taught. That's what I mean. They're taught to forgive.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? I'm not at that spot yet. I can't say that I would be able to hug my loved one's killer.
Do you think? I mean, you got some religious people in your family.
Correct.
Do you think that some of them would be able to do that?
I think some of them would.
Right.
100%.
I believe so too.
I
think that
believe because
there
some
are
people live their life
yeah.
and some people believe that way. That's the way some people
They
were
truly
brought up.
believe that.
Like,
you need to forgive.
I feel that the true testament of a man is to be who you are in the face of any adversary. You know, no matter what it has, no matter if somebody died or not, you still supposed to be who you are. If you build your life on a certain set of morals, you can't switch up just because the situation changed.
No, yeah, exactly.
You got to be that person
Yeah.
no matter what.
If
so that
somebody
person
punches you and you're a person to call the police, but that's who you are and that's what you do, I respect you for that because that's
Correct.
who you are. You're being you. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Correct.
Like that's a real person. That's just who you are. You know.
I
Stay
mean,
away
that's
from
what
that.
that's the decision that man made.
That's what I'm saying.
And at the end of the day, you know, I'm not a Christian like that, but you know, that lady, she's gonna have to answer to God for what she did to that man. If
That's
the
how they
family is
feel,
cool
right,
with it,
right?
you know.
And I think that. Oh, I mean,
No, go ahead.
I think that's where the jury came in, because you got to understand the jury are people like us. Like,
Correct.
they don't.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So when they heard him say that, like, I'm going to forgive him, that's what he wanted. They probably was like, well, if he's going to forgive him, why should we like give her life if
Yeah.
you know they already forgave her?
Yeah.
See, that's where I have a problem too. If he just because he forgave her,
Ain't
don't
got nothing
mean
to do
that
with y'all.
you should still she should still get the sentence she was supposed to get.
No,
You know,
that's real,
between
though.
him,
That's real.
her,
It
and God.
It
They ain't got
softens
nothing.
it though. It does soften it. I feel like it softens it.
Because jurors are
It
just trying to
maybe
get
it
out of it.
did.
They're not
Maybe
trying
it
to be there
did. But I
anymore.
know you saying if you was on that panel, it wouldn't have softened nothing.
No.
It wouldn't have softened
Nah.
nothing.
I'd have
for
been
me
like,
either.
that's cool, and I see where you at. You at a spot,
yeah.
but this person still needs to be punished for what they did.
To play devil's advocate though, can you really imagine though? She really went into this guy's apartment, really thought that was hers, and then shot him.
That's another way to look at it.
Listen,
Ooh, that
listen.
kinda
Let me
sucks,
say
though.
this
Yeah.
much.
That
Let me say this
sucks,
much.
too.
I got kids, and I tell them all the time when they like break something on accident or they do something on accident, it's really an accident. I always tell them if you accidentally run somebody over with your car, you're still going to jail.
Right.
If you accidentally kill
Right.
somebody, you are still going to jail. So it
Correct.
being an accident doesn't keep you from getting in trouble.
Correct.
You need to watch what you're doing. So if it was truly an accident,
You're still responsible.
she still killed that man
Correct.
for no reason.
Correct.
So regardless, I think she needs more than 10 years. If the roles were reversed, if he
Correct.
killed her,
Correct.
Yeah, he would've
and
been
even if
under
he
the
wasn't
jail.
black, I mean, just the fact, I think if any man would have killed a police officer in their house, come
It would
on,
have been.
man.
It would have
You
been.
kidding me?
It would have been.
Murder of a law enforcement officer. Oh
Correct.
man, you
Under
getting
the jail.
life,
You're
bro.
right.
You getting life,
You're right.
bro. You getting life.
It would have been done.
You know
So
what I mean?
my only problem is the way that our community and our brothers and sisters are treating this man, calling him a coon. He ain't black. Da 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 da. His skin's still black no matter what he did. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Bro, them
lit-
people from the they did it with the South Carolina shooting. The boy Dylan Roof went in there and shot all the
Correct.
people in the
Yeah.
church.
Correct.
And the people
Yeah.
of that church said they forgive him.
Right.
They'll pray for him.
That's what Christians
People
are
were
supposed
flipping
to do.
out about that.
If
But
you a
these are
Christian,
church-going people.
if you a Christian,
You gotta respect people as a way of mourning. and the way
correct.
they do things,
If
man.
you a Christian, that's what Christians do. They forgive. I mean, Jesus forgave the people who had him killed while he was on the cross. He said, "Father, forgive
Yeah,
them
yeah,
because they don't know what
they
they
do."
do."
Yeah.
So if he can do it, and if you a Christian, how could you not do it?
But personally, holding in hate is really hard. Like
That's
I've tried
true
it. It's
too.
really
Correct.
hard.
Yeah.
Correct.
It takes a mental.
It's easier to actually just let shit go. Move on. It
Correct. I mean,
don't
and
know.
they say forgiveness is supposed to be for the person who's giving the forgiveness, not the person they forgiving.
Of
It's
course.
supposed to help your heart.
I don't know. I see more outrage over this the judge hugging her, not him hugging her. Because I understand him hugging her,
Yeah.
but the judge, that's
Yeah.
kind of overstepping boundaries.
You're not supposed to show
You're
like
not supposed to do
yeah,
that.
you're
You're
not
supposed to be
show,
impartial.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The bailiff was brushing her hair and shit during sentencing.
Isn't that
That's
what we
weird
do?
as
Isn't
fuck.
that what we do though? I feel
You know
like
what I'm saying?
us as a people, I feel we forgive like that, like too easily. Like I feel like that's the way.
I
we
mean,
are.
all of these hustlers and drug dealers get forgiven, and they selling poison to our own people every day. We forgive them, so why can't we forgive everybody else? If we really forgiven, why can't we forgive everybody?
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? We got people who we even give them money. We got these rappers and MCs that go on records and boast about how many people they bodied, how many this and how many that, and we buy it.
But did forgiveness also lead to Joshua's death?
Let's go. I'm sorry. Who's Joshua?
The witness.
Oh, the witness.
Well, now let's
let's
talk about that. That's another.
Yeah, that's because that puts a turn on things because now now it feels like they're covering up something.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah, because I mean,
correct.
it sounds to me like his testimony was not in favor of her.
Yeah.
So if he died, it would have been somebody from. I mean, I don't know. That's crazy.
Shot in the mouth, and
He was shot in the
they
mouth.
said he didn't
That's like
have any
execution style.
That is execution
affiliation
style.
with gangs and nothing like that. He just went to work and back home. He was never like
That's
a part of anything.
Yeah.
He was in a so-called shootout.
Did he? Was it in the home? Was it in the?
Outside.
It was like outside,
It was
right?
outside of
Outside
that
of the
same apartment
Yeah,
complex.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
So
he
that
was,
says a lot. That's a message. That's why I was saying.
He was in a shootout, or somebody
Yeah,
did
they
a
just
drive.
rolled
I
up.
don't
They
think
just
he had a
rolled
gun.
It
So
was like a drive-by. That's
Right.
what they
He
said.
didn't have a gun on him.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
indeed,
I like that. Let's get it, Fred. I like that.
you know what I'm
But
saying.
yeah, he was a material witness, and he did play a big part of sending her to jail because he was the one who said, "I didn't hear her say anything. I just heard gunshots." So it's just weird. A couple of days later, after her sentencing, that he ended up. You know, this happened yesterday.
like 2 days.
Yeah,
After.
2 days after that he ended up dead.
That's
Shot him out.
crazy.
He literally broke down on like in the witness stand about it.
Wow,
So you could tell they were close.
that's
neighbors,
crazy.
Neighbor across the hall or next to
I think
it?
it's
Do you
the
know?
next door.
Across
That was
the
his
hall?
man.
One of them doors.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All right, so wow. So I think we should take a little break. You know,
Yeah,
what
I'm
saying?
down.
Clear the
I
air.
gotta use the-
Yeah, play some music, song.
You know what I'm saying?
Lighten the mood, lighten the mood.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play a little joint by my man Jay Tespa called "Came Too Far." We're gonna listen to that. We're gonna come back and speak a little more with our guest Ameerah, and we'll be right back. 950 ENT Radio, PRG Podcast.
Hey, this your girl Ameerah on 950 ENT Radio, PRG Podcast. If you want to learn how to be financially free, hit me up on Instagram at Ameerah. Hit me up on Facebook at Ameerah. Talk to you later.
Turning into a Lambo. Midnight after miles, feel like time is moving slow. Nobody on the highway, and that's how your mans know he gonna be successful no matter how plans go. Switch up the program, watch him changing his channel. They say he out of control, let's pray for this man. He switched the lane so quick that some people can't handle. Running out of gas, refuel from the haters. Need to reach my destination, the only way I can make it. Push me to the limit like Inchman. Success is much sweeter when you know it revenges. Open up your mind, you can't confine how I pin this. You can try to define, every line is tremendous. Greatness in the making, you don't know what real strength is. I'm David against my giants, now watch how I sling this. You came way too far to give up now, but it's gonna take everything you've got. You gotta reach inside your heart. You gotta speak the things that align with who you are. You gotta reach inside your heart. You gotta see the why that's within inside your heart. Yeah, I'm in the 97 act, speeding, no power steering. Oh, whip, I took it back, I don't bother with who's steering. I used to try to stunt with no bank account. It's time to fix the past, we getting back to the future. No flashing cars and money, acting funny with the folks. Dudes be shiny exterior, fronting for the show. They gold-plated statues, heart is full of stone. I might be styling for a minute, but inside it's solid gold. Thick skin and soft heart, I used to act like I was better than you. Now I'm executing my part. Leader, it's really spelled XAMPLEVER.
950 ENT Radio.
T-Jaws, take you to school through your speakers. Action speaks louder than the words that you speak of. My sight is on HDRs and you a sleeper. Gotta stay woke, get on the recharge. It's because you came way too far to give up now. But it's gonna take everything you've got. You gotta reach inside your heart. You gotta speak the things that align with who you are. You gotta reach inside your heart. You gotta see the why that's within inside your heart. You gotta move on with your life. Reach inside for what is right. You gotta move on with your life. Reach inside for what is right. You gotta move on with your life. Reach inside for what is right. You gotta move on with your life. Reach inside for what is right. You gotta reach, you gotta reach, you gotta reach inside your heart. You gotta speak the things that align with who you are. You gotta reach, you gotta reach, you gotta reach inside your heart. You gotta seek the why that's within inside your heart.
This is 950 ENT Radio PRG Podcast, and we back. You know what I'm saying? We just listened to a joint from a man, Jay Tesla. They call that Came Too Far. And we still got our guest, Ameerah, in the building. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Because I be fucking people names
No,
up, so
you
I just
said it
want to
right.
make sure. You know what I'm
So
saying?
make sure you get people's names right.
You know what I'm saying? So on our second segment, let's talk about how was everybody's week?
My week was pretty good. I went out at as what I said off air. Like I was remodeling my mom's home and whatever. And
You got the tool belt and all that? Not yet? You got the
Fred
tool
be
belt?
putting in work.
I've
I've
been
been
putting in the
sending
work,
pictures,
man. I got my man card back because I remember before.
Yeah, he
when,
did say.
when we started this podcast, I wasn't much of a handyman.
Nah, you wasn't doing
All
shit.
right.
Yeah,
And now I am. YouTube University teaches you everything.
Oh, son.
Well,
Real
it
talk.
makes you feel good when you do something.
Yeah,
too, right?
exactly. You know how much money I'm saving too? It's
Son,
ridiculous. It's
all day.
crazy. But anyway, so I've been doing all this house, doing like the ceilings, all this stuff, and I said, you know what? Let me go in the attic. I think there's some stuff up there. So I go
Okay.
up and I go into the attic or whatever, and I'm pulling backpacks out, like old briefcases.
Okay,
I'm
normal
saying
shit.
Normal stuff. I'm pulling out my old toys, which I'm gonna make wild money off of. I found
Hustle.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
Let's
talked
talk
about
about
this.
that. Right.
a lot of my old toys, but put them on eBay. But that's enough for another day. But I come across pictures, so I'm scrolling.
Pictures?
Dun,
Yeah.
dun,
Like family heirloom stuff.
So I'm seeing like
What kind of pictures?
I'm seeing like friendly pictures, and I'm scrolling through them, and then I'm like,
Baby Fred.
yeah, I'm seeing like,
Oh, that's
baby
pretty.
women. And I'm looking, and I come across pictures of a woman, and she's in her like casual porn, like just
Casual porn.
Casual porn is like bra, like
Wait, hold
like
on, bro.
cinematic,
Oh, like softcore
type
stuff.
Where are we going
like
with
soft.
like soft, like
Gotcha.
just like nothing crazy. And I'm like, this is
Wait,
my-
this is y'all, your people. This is y'all stuff in the crib. This
yeah,
not,
this is the attic. This is what was in the attic. So
Okay.
I'm like, this is my mother.
what?
Wow.
Fam,
I'm about to burn down the whole house, bro. I'm like, what is this?
you saying you found your mom's nudes in the crib?
I found my mom's nudes in the fucking attic. And I'm like, Mom, why do you even have this?
Son.
What is this?
Son.
And she said, that's what I used to send your father when he was
Okay.
locked up.
Wow.
I was holding him
Okay,
down.
okay. That makes more sense.
Wow.
That's
now.
real. That's real.
I was in a state of confusion for a moment,
That's
but we're
hilarious.
Yeah, it was a
We're
lot
good.
of a lot of ratchet pictures in there. I was just
I
like,
know, but-
yo, I'm like traumatized. Like,
Ain't you supposed to put those in a
I need to
separate
wash
box
out
though?
my
I
eyes.
can't see my mom
That's
for
so
another 2
funny,
weeks, bro.
though.
Son.
I just can't do it.
That's
no more.
crazy.
You
Yeah.
could at least put it in a separate box. Yeah, don't
found
put it
some-
next to the
I
baby
found
pictures.
something else weirder too. I found
What?
I don't know what this is. I don't know too much about voodoo. We've been talking about a lot of voodoo.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah,
podcast,
yeah,
But, I found a
Today we
Ziploc
have.
bag with other women in a Ziploc bag ripped up.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't know. So
Should have put that. Take that. Put that away from the house. Take that.
I was like, what
So
is
bad
this?
juju. You open that
Yeah.
thing up.
Yeah,
Son.
I didn't
Did
even
the bag
tell
have
her about
garlic
that,
in
but
it?
I'm telling y'all getting the exclusive.
Son.
So that was wild.
Nah,
but,
that's pretty crazy though.
Nah, crazy, but yeah. Other than that, I also saw the Joker movie.
The new one.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Fire.
Dope.
Yeah.
That
Liked
was
it?
good.
Yo,
I know you were.
bro. The acting and the way the director filmed it, it was just that the plot. It was cool. It wasn't like
Now,
oh
real
my
quick,
God.
I want to ask you because I heard that part of what they're trying to do now with the Joker and other characters is they had actual comic books with different types. Like the Joker had a different outfit for this specific comic book because something, he was doing something in this comic book or whatever. So now that they're making these movies, they're more based on like a specific comic, like an actual story that
Yeah, I
happened.
get what you're saying.
And that's why like the Joker looks the way he looks, you know what I mean? And things, they're trying to make it more, I guess, to the actual comic.
This one, this movie at first got a lot of flack because they didn't stick to the comics.
Okay.
The thing is about the comics is that they never ever said the origins of Joker.
Okay.
So what happened was, everybody was like, "This is gonna be whack. Why is his makeup like that? It's not how Joker's makeup is supposed to be. Why does he have a reddish burgundy suit? It's supposed to be a purple one." Like everybody was going ham on it, and then I was in there thinking the same thing, like, because I'm a big believer of, like, if you're going to make a movie about comic books, stick to the comic book.
Right.
But the way this director and the way that, it's not even the director, the acting of Hakeem, bro, crazy, bro. Like, he is, like, he
better than the last ones?
Bro, he matched up with Heath Ledger or better, bro.
For real?
I'm saying
Heath Ledger killed that. The Dark Knight is a really, really
right,
good
right,
movie.
right. So you saying this is as good or better?
Just as good or better, bro, because like the way his acting was, and you see him turning, because he wasn't a bad guy at first. It was just life kept hitting him, hitting him, and then he just snapped. And that was it. And then he just turned into, and when he finally turns into Joker form, oh man!
How long does it take? Does it take a long time?
It does a lot, and that's a lot of criticism on that too. They said it was a little slow, but it.
How long is the movie?
It wasn't too long. I don't know.
Like 2 hours?
Maybe less. But when he finally turns into Joker form, bro.
Okay.
Yo, I got chills, bro. Like, I got so hyped. And then what I also liked about this movie, they filmed this 3 buildings away from my old neighborhood in the Bronx.
Oh, that's dope.
The stairs, like you probably seen it in
Oh, yeah, you
promos.
said that. You sent the picture. Yeah, I remember you showed me a
The
picture.
stairs that he's dancing down in the promos, I went up those stairs every single
Why
day
are
to
those
go
stairs?
to school.
Why is there so many fucking stairs? Like,
Yeah,
why
it's
is that in the middle of the Bronx?
It's very hilly in the Bronx.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
hill. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of hills. It's mountains and farm.
Yeah.
It was mountains and farmland, though. That's what the
That's
Bronx
what most
was.
of New York is.
So, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, I'm not, I can enjoy a good movie, but I'm not like a comic book or, a person
Right,
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
So if a person like myself, or are you a comic book fan?
Marvel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why you quiet over there? You already know about this.
I didn't watch Joker yet.
Oh, no doubt. So if a person like myself who's not familiar with comic books and I walked into the movies, would I be able to enjoy it just from the sake of it's a good movie?
Yes, as an adult, yes.
Okay, that's dope.
I wouldn't say this movie's for kids.
Okay.
At all. This wasn't made for kids.
Why? Is it too dark or?
It's very dark. It's you have to be an adult to understand him.
Okay.
And it makes you like the movie a lot more because as adults, we've been through more things than children.
Right.
have.
And you said he was going through a lot of shit in the beginning, right?
So you're
it's
like,
probably,
damn, I feel for him. You kind of, at the end of the movie, you're on his side. You're
Wow.
like, I see why you're like
I'd have
this.
turned into you too.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Yeah, so as an adult, you would see it better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bro,
All right, so out of
Dope.
5 stars.
5 stars for 6.
5, 6.
Oh.
Damn. Okay, shit. I wasn't gonna see it, but now I might have to go see it.
Yeah. It's
Fred had a
dope.
good week, good movie, some wild pictures.
Yeah, you had a great week. My shit was, you know what I'm saying? How was everybody else's week?
I got my
No, go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead.
I got my dosa bachata merengue.
I'm sorry.
You went to a concert?
You got
No,
festival?
I go dancing every week.
Oh.
Oh, is it
I'm
like
I'm half Honduran, by the way.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay,
word.
okay.
Yeah.
So what is your nationality? Since you're half Honduran and what else?
African American.
Okay, dope. Good mixture.
That's
Yeah.
a nice mix.
You know what I'm saying?
Honduran. My dad went down to Honduras a long time ago. That's where he actually had iguana.
What do you mean? He
Said it
I
was
would
good.
eat iguana.
Yeah,
found
I would
the
too.
iguana?
That looks
No,
saw
they
one?
ate it. Like they served it at the
Oh, I
restaurant.
thought you meant like had a pet iguana. I didn't know.
Nah,
that.
that's what I'm
he
thinking,
had
bro.
like he ate iguana. That's what I mean. He ate it. Yeah, and he said it was good.
Shit.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
No? That's
Tastes
not-
like
no?
chicken?
Might as well eat rats.
Right. So, yeah.
I'd try iguana. I don't see
Yeah.
why not.
Yeah, I tried
Because they eat
alligator, so-
flies and
Yeah, I ate
insects.
gator before. I've ate
love
frog
gator.
legs. I
That's
tried a
why you
lot of
don't eat
different
that.
foods.
Frog legs tastes like chicken.
That's
They
what I
put a
hear.
little fishy taste to it though.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
good.
It's
Frog
like
legs are
fish
good.
and chicken mixed together.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Really is. It gives it tastes like chicken texture, but it's got like a fishy taste. Oh, it's good. It's good. But
I mean, as long as it's fried, I'll eat it.
I didn't do shit this
Stop it.
week, yo. No, I'm just joking.
Put it in the air fryer, you good.
I really, y'all need an air
right?
fryer. I need
I'm
an air
trying to get
fryer.
one
I'm
myself.
Yeah.
telling you
You can
guys.
cook whatever you want.
Change
in
your
those.
life.
Yeah, I heard. That's what everybody said. They're not even that expensive. I looked it up
No.
on Amazon, like $60.
Yeah, you can get
$70.
one for under $100.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised for
Or
some
wait
reason. I
till
thought
Black
they were really
Friday.
mad
That's what I did.
expensive.
No doubt.
Black Friday, yeah, that Black Friday's coming up too, yo.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, nah, for real, yo. But
Good on that.
Yeah.
trying to think, bro. I didn't really do much this week, yo. Honestly, I don't know if I talked about on here that my oldest son lives with me now. And
I think personally you did, but not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my oldest son, who I had already when I met my wife, was living with his mom, and now he lives with us. He's going to school, so that's just been just a transition, man. You know what I'm saying? Having him all the time and just trying to get him, used to being around me every day and how I do things and just getting all that situated. So it's been
the boy needs that.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, definitely.
How old is he now?
12.
Oh, yeah, so he's right there.
12 years old. He's in 7th grade.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a transition
He
with
need
him
that
and
male
his sister, his
influence on him.
stepsister.
Is it a transition because I don't know what area he was in before, but he might have transferred schools? Is it?
Oh yeah. He was living in Orlando with his mom.
Okay.
And I live out in Volusia County, which is like an hour away. So it's totally different.
I don't know the school system out there, but is this a better school system?
Yeah, a little bit. Not really, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not that much better. Like,
pretty much.
yeah, it's pretty much the same. The only thing better about the school he goes to now, it's not as crowded. The schools in Orlando are pretty crowded. It's a lot of people in Orlando, yo. It's a lot of kids. It's just Orlando's so huge. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as crowded, and so it's been dealing with that. But it's been exciting, man, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that he's living with me and at this time in his life, and just dealing with that.
This is actually the time where the kid, because he's getting that age where he
Right.
needs his pops.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I mean, and it's no nothing like, it's not like his mom's a bad mom or anything and she lost her. Like, me and her cool. It was something we agreed upon. He wanted to do it. We were cool with it. So everything is good there. It's just it's a time for him to be with his dad, you know what I'm saying, as a turning into a young man. So I just been dealing with that a lot, man, every day, not just this week, but because he's been been living with us for like 2 months now. So that's been a big thing. But yeah, just dealing with that, man. I had basketball games all weekend. Y'all know that's pretty much all I do. Go to basketball stuff with the kids. Josiah went ham. He had like 30-something points. He was wild.
Damn, son.
Yeah,
Dominating.
yeah. I was out there, yo. I was going in.
Shout out to Al.
I was cheering him. I was probably white for him for 30. I got hype.
Yo, let me
Yeah.
ask you a question though. Father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
said that your son is living with you now. So I'm gonna ask a little controversial question. So do you ever come across a situation where he's living with you now, he's used to a certain scenario at his mom's house, and you had to be like, hey, bruh, maybe you did that at mom's house, but we don't get down like that over here.
I'll be honest with you, not really. His mom
Okay.
was pretty strict on him, much stricter than I am.
Not to say that
actually.
she ain't doing her thing.
Yeah.
Just sometimes there's a different environment.
No,
You know
that's
what I'm
that's
saying?
an understandable question. Definitely, you know what I mean. It's two different households. We don't do things the same.
Right.
We don't. But nah, I really haven't, man. I can say that for the most part, he was a good kid, anyways. You know what I'm saying. So and his mom had him doing dishes already and whatnot.
Right.
I think the only difference is that he will defy his mom more than he'll defy me because his mom really ain't gonna do nothing to him like that. Besides yell at him, me, I'm gonna punch him in his chest.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why he needs to
And
be
know
with you
that.
now.
Yeah, and
Right,
he know
right,
that.
right.
So it's just that's the only difference. Like at his mom, she gonna get on him. Don't get me wrong, but
But
his
it's
mom's
different.
is more like, I'm gonna take your phone away. I'm gonna take that away.
Right.
And me, it's like, nah, you can have your phone, but you're gonna be in the room crying
Right.
because you know what I'm saying.
You might have a tough time
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
with
you
no
might have a
teeth.
you might have a
You know
tough
what I'm
time talking. But that's the only difference, man.
Right.
That's the only difference. Honestly, it's just dealing with not trying to choke him out because he's a little boy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, they're growing up, man. Got him
Yeah.
and Nevaeh. They're both 12. His stepsister, my
Man,
wife's
that's
daughter.
beautiful.
So dealing with both of them as getting older too. I'm sure you got two kids that
Son.
are
Speaking of that,
I've heard your stories too about your son,
This-
your kids,
all right,
man. As they grow, you got to deal with them and they
Oh,
shit. So
God.
So since we
yeah.
talking,
Oh,
I wasn't
man.
even going to say nothing. It ain't that big deal, but so my son is about to be 19. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's grown and all that. So the other night he have a curfew. 1 o'clock.
That's a good curfew at 19.
That's a
living
little,
at home.
and I had to go to bat for my boy because his mother was like,
What time?
1 o'clock. 1 a.m.
That's a good curfew at 19.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't had no curfew
I
at
was
19.
spoiled,
I was
though.
out.
His mom,
That's why I got in
his
trouble,
mom
too.
wanted it to be earlier. His mom wanted it to be like 11. I was like, nah, let him get some love. He work. He's a good kid, right? So everything has been going okay. So this wasn't last week, but it was recent, a couple of weeks ago. So I'm a night owl, so I usually get up in the middle of the night or whatever. So for whatever reason, I get up to take my little, nighttime break, piss break. It's like almost 4 o'clock. And, I'm like, I don't even think. My son is in the bed. Usually I check a little friend finder on the iPhone, but everything has been good. So I'm in the bathroom, and I start hearing shuffling. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening again. I'm hearing shuffling at the front door. It's 4 a.m.
Ooh, that's way
So
past.
I'm like, yo. So I go out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, who the fuck is that? And hear my son, me. I'm like, my nigga, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Your curfew is 1. He gonna talk about some dumb shit, talking about I lost track of time. I'm like, my nigga, 30 minutes, 15 minutes maybe I lost track of time. You don't lose track. We got iPhones. Your fucking time is on the phone.
Yeah.
We don't lose track for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So we had some words about that. You know what I'm saying?
Punch in the chest.
Nah, I ain't hit him. I'm trying not to lose my temper, bro.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as I get older, I'm learning that when you get angry and you lose your temper, you don't really solve a lot of shit. You basically make shit worse.
For real,
You know what I'm
right?
saying? So, but, you know, I'll just say he was dealt with. I'm going to put it that way. And we going to move on. So, how was y'all week?
Cutta, what you got going on?
I'm
man?
definitely I'm in the club with the Difficult Son Club.
You know what I'm saying?
He just turned 13.
Dad talk.
See?
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
turned.
we went
Yeah,
to
he
dad
just
talk
turned.
all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
he did.
Yeah.
He just turned 13. So I call. I be telling him to help me out and do stuff like that. And one of these days he catch himself having an attitude with me. I asked him to do something for me.
Yeah.
He was like, "Do I have a choice?" I was like, "No,
Don't you
you
hate when
don't."
the kids get smart too?
Yeah.
Like actually smart. And they'll say some shit
yeah.
like, man, listen,
Yeah.
just go do it.
But that was some shit I might have said.
No, Fred.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
go do the dishes. I
Fuck out my
don't want
face.
to hear
I
that.
just tell him straight like, "No, you don't have a choice. Go do whatever."
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my daughter's way worse than him though. She's only 9.
Wow.
Yeah, she's way
so you
worse.
still
Girls.
bigger than your son?
Huh?
You still bigger than your son?
Yeah, he gonna be taller than me.
Yeah, my son is taller than me. And
Yeah,
he
your son's
outweighs
big
me.
as hell.
I'm taller
Yeah.
than my dad though.
You know what I'm
so.
saying?
Get that old man strength though.
But that's when I had to, you know, when he was getting big, when he was like 12, you know, I had to, you know, show him that old man strength
Old man strength.
still rocks.
Yeah.
But anyway, we still have our guests. I don't want to isolate you.
I was gonna ask y'all
yeah.
a question.
What's
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I went on a jail visit for class.
Okay.
And
What jail did you go to?
Orange County.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what do y'all think about child support? Because
As far as?
Jesus.
I know I have cousins.
Give
you
us
know,
a scenario.
So I was at the jail,
Mm-hmm.
and like literally the people that were working, and she was like, "Oh, they're good," you know, because obviously I was scared. That was my first time in jail. She was like, "Oh no, they're good. They're just here for child support." And I was like, honestly, being in law school, I did not know you go to jail for child
Oh
support.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
I
take
did
your
not know.
license and everything
Yeah,
too,
they
right?
take your license.
Yeah.
They take you to jail.
Which don't make sense because they want you to pay money and have a job, but they're gonna take your license so you can't.
That's
drive to
retarded.
your
And
job.
my thing about men taking care of their kids, honestly, was that women are allowed to get abortions, but men can't say no to their kids. Like they
That's
don't.
a big deal.
So I'm not trying to change the subject.
I mean, I'll say this much: I pay child support for my son, but now that he lives with me, I don't. I don't ask his mom for anything,
Right.
but I just don't pay child support anymore. Obviously, because he lives with me.
Right.
I paid it, and I don't mind. I didn't mind paying it, and I don't mind paying it because he wasn't living with me full time, and I know what the cost to have a child. First of all, he eats as much as I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They use water and electricity, and they need things for school. They always need to buy a shirt or buy this, and they need to go there
Right.
and this, and $10 here and $20 there. Kids are expensive. You know
But
what I
did
mean?
you need the court telling you what to pay? Or could you
I
have done
did
it by
not.
yourself?
That was,
Okay.
we were young and whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't. I've always been there for my son. But there are some people who do, I think, need, at the end of the day, if she needs help and she goes to the court to get help from you, I don't really see anything wrong with that. Some guys still aren't going to do it.
Yeah,
That's
some
just
people
what
out
it
here
is.
really
And I
not
think that
give
in
a
that situation, there are some women who might know, listen, he's not going to do anything. If I go to court and it's just going to send him to jail, it's just some women are spiteful and they know that, okay, this dude is in the streets, or maybe he doesn't have this, doesn't have that. I'm going to put him on child support. He's not going to pay. He's going to go to jail, and they just want to ruin a guy's life. That's wrong.
But see,
I
what
think
my
But that's a
thing is-
loophole in the system, I think, too. I mean, I don't know, because I like I said, I know people who the dads don't want to do shit, and they got to go to court and make them pay child support.
But my thing is with women, you knew how this man was when you laid down with him.
Well, I mean, I know guys who were with women for 7-8 years, and as soon as they got pregnant, them niggas was like, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
no lie, like, and more than one. And it's sad to say, but I do.
I agree with you, but the problem is that a lot of us, men and women, don't take the time to figure out who we fucking until it's
Yeah.
too late.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If you trust this person, you shouldn't trust nobody to the point where you having sex with them without a condom, but
Exactly.
you don't really know how they're going to behave in
Very
certain
true.
scenarios.
Yeah.
So if you get yourself caught up in that situation, oh, she went crazy. I always say that. You can't be like, oh, she had a baby and went crazy. She was always crazy, my nigga.
Yeah,
She was probably crazy for fucking with your retarded ass too.
Facts.
But if you don't take the time to get to know who you fucking before you start fucking them,
Right.
especially unprotected, whatever the scenario that comes out, it's your scenario, my nigga.
What did I step into just now?
She asked about child support, how we feel about child support. She was at a jail tour, and there was guys in jail for child support, and she didn't even know you could go to jail for child support. So just asking us how we feel about it. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like anything else, man. Honestly, it's situational, I think.
Yeah.
It's like the abortion. To me, abortion is situational. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't believe in abortion, but I don't think it's right to completely take that right from somebody. Because in certain situations, just in certain situations, that should be allowed. You know what I'm saying?
Pay your child support.
And that's what it boils down to for me. If you get put on child support, you pay child support, whatever. If you're not on child support, you still need to be taking care of your child. You know what I'm
because
saying?
it's not the
that's
kid's
just that.
fault.
Yeah, it is what it is to take care of your kids. However, if you get put on child support, that's how I looked at it. I didn't care. You put me on child support, fine. Take that money. I don't. All I care about is my child, and that's a big reason I feel like he lives with me now. I went through a lot. People think, oh man, you so lucky. Nah, Nick, y'all don't know where we used to be to where I'm at today, where my son lives with me. I've been through everything somebody can go through with their baby mama. Yeah, we had a kid at 17. She was 16. I'm 29 now.
Okay.
So just imagine, I've been through everything somebody can go through with their baby mama, dog. Like it's not an excuse. Just take care of your children. Doesn't matter if the court tells you to or not. Just take care of your kids. That's all that matters. Take care of your children.
Don't let the relationship impact the kid.
Just take care. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say just take care of the child, bro. That's all that matters. I don't care if she's nagging you for this and that. Take care of your child, and everything will be all right. I promise you.
One thing that people looked at me weird for, because when I used to tell them that like I pay child support, but I give them money on top of that because they still need stuff on top of that. They would look at me like, "Why you paying your child support? Why are you giving her more money?"
Still my son.
They still need
shit.
A lot of people, and then
I've seen Cutta do it. I don't want to interrupt you. I just want to say I've seen him do it for many, many years, just like me too. He's paid child support, done a lot for his kids. I mean, I've seen him give his baby mama his car, and he'll just be chilling at my house with no car until they get done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the type of guy, because his child needed something. Yeah, I don't really like her, but hey, take the car, take the kids where they got to go. Just bring me the car back. It's not about her and him. You know what I'm saying?
I'll go get it.
But yeah, go ahead, bro. My bad.
Bring it back.
When I gave her that car, I was mad as fuck at her too.
I know you was. That's what I'm saying. I know. I've seen you
That's
do
a
it.
testament of the man that you are.
I've seen him do it.
Yeah, but even still, the court sets a cost. That doesn't mean that's going to take care of everything. It's stuff that comes up.
Right.
It's pretty minimal what the court makes you pay.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, they recently I just got taken off child support. Guess what? I still got to pay money.
Of course.
Shit don't change.
Of
You know what I mean?
course.
I'm still paying the same, if not
Probably more. Yeah.
I
same
feel
shit.
two parents should come together, be mature about it, and
You have to.
actually don't even go to the court.
Correct.
That's what I was saying. Does it have to be a court order thing?
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't have to.
No.
I mean,
But when
just
you're
just
young.
for
Yeah.
you know, like
Mine
I
was
say,
when I was young,
what
too.
when you're young, and even not young, people go through bad breakups. They go through situations where they can't even speak.
Right.
They can't be in the same room. They can't. You know, listen, we're just gonna go to court. We'll sit. You have your terms. I know somebody just like that. Who they had a real nasty breakup. They ended up being able to sit down. Not together, but just come to the conclusion between lawyers. Look, here's my terms, here's your terms. Okay, we don't meet here and here. Let's settle this, blah, blah, blah. And they got something settled through the court to where it, worked out for the child. And eventually over the years, they
That's
got
the way
back
it
cool.
should
They
be.
started talking.
Yeah.
Everything is better now. You know what I'm saying? But there's there's times where you know, hey, we're gonna do this for the child because we can't even be around each other. We're gonna scream, we're arguing, fight.
They use the
It'd be like that
They
sometimes,
use
yo.
the courts as the mediator.
As the mediator, yeah. Not everybody can sit down and have a civilized conversation.
Yeah,
People be mad at each other.
I definitely think that it plays a part in my case too, because since I was so young, I had my first kid when I was 17.
We
and I had my second one when I was 20.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no choice but to go through the courts.
Yeah,
When
we
I
was young and immature.
I'm 30 now, so I was wilding out back in the day.
So speaking of, not to cut you off, my bad.
you good.
Speaking of baby mama and baby daddy drama,
I love y'all though.
we're gonna talk to our host, our guest again, Ameerah. You have any children?
No,
Okay.
How old are
Wait. Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay,
24. Okay, I thought you were a
Doing
little
your
older
thing.
than
That's
that.
what's up.
You know, your level of maturity made me feel that you were a little older than that. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
saying that you look older.
no,
or anything.
yeah.
I'm trying to clean it up. Trying to clean it up.
In certain cases.
Yeah, in certain cases. It's situational. Where are you from?
Arkansas,
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Oh, wow. What brings you to Florida?
law school.
Oh, you wanted to go to
Arkansas.
FAMU, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
that
that's
makes
what's
it
up.
better.
I wanted to go to a HBCU.
Arkansas. Wow, where do you live in Arkansas?
Fort Smith.
Is other black people in Arkansas?
A lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of
Little
Hispanic-
Rock, Arkansas. Is
Oh, yeah,
one of
they
the
kinda
worst
thug,
cities
right?
in the
I heard about
country.
that, right,
No,
right.
it's like one of the most
Nah.
dangerous cities in the
Was that
country.
being
Little Rock or
ignorant.
something like that?
Little Rock.
Little
Little
Rock.
Rock, Arkansas is one of the most dangerous
Is
cities
it
in the
still,
country.
like,
It is
real
pretty
crazy
hood
over
out there.
Yeah, I have family
Really?
there.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty wild in Little
Yeah.
Rock.
Thanksgiving's there every week.
Yeah.
But I just asked that question because, like, I see it from both sides. So I have cousins that are like the baby daddy, and I have cousins that are baby mama. So my cousin that's the baby mom, she literally has kids to live off the government. Like she said that before, and she has
Wow.
5
There are
kids.
people like that, yeah.
So her food stamps come in heavy, you know.
Yeah,
So
food
she all,
stamps, cash assistance,
right,
Section
and
8,
she's
all
still
that.
calling her baby daddy like, "Hey, I need that money." And like literally, one of her lost his job, and the next day, she instead of like being sympathetic about it, she was like, "No, I need that money." And that's what I was asking. That's why I was asking because like women, they'll from bitterness, they'll hit you from like
Oh,
the
yeah.
lowest
Oh, yeah.
point.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
they
just
can.
like,
Definitely.
for me, it's just like, honestly, like what I was telling somebody, like I can't speak for it now because obviously I don't have kids, but just from seeing all that and seeing that the pain that it brings somebody, I'm just like, listen, if you don't want to take care of your child, like
Right.
I have family that supports me, I have friends, like it will get done regardless. But at the same time, like to go through all that emotional stress, all that negativity for what? It's just like,
I'm
It's just
assuming
certain women like that. Yeah.
certain women, the pain from whatever the situation was, the only way that they can get back is through the kid. So that's what they use. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah, in most cases, it's honestly, they were cheated on, they felt wronged, and they're scorned, and they use the child, you know, as a means to attack the man.
happens a
It's
lot.
Usually, what happens, yeah, and it's sad. It shouldn't be like that,
Eventually,
but that's just what happens.
eventually time heals all though.
Yeah.
I believe so.
But
Yeah.
I
Still
feel like
leaves
too.
scars.
I feel like too, like as I was the girlfriend of a person who was going through that, so it was just like, as the girlfriend too, like it pushes us away because we're like, dang, you were always
That's
running
what
to go
they
answer
want.
her calls, but it's
Right.
like she calls at 1:00 in the morning, like, but you got to answer because you don't want her to think that you don't want to be around your kids. So it's just like, for us, it's like,
One in the morning,
See that? Now that's a problem, though.
One in the
You know what I'm
morning?
saying? That's a problem, though, because you also got to respect the person's new relationship. You know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself in their shoes too.
It's
Part
easier
of me.
said than done.
I know,
for a
I
lot
know,
of
I
people.
know, I
Yeah,
know,
you how
but
that is.
right.
If you chilling with you chilling with your significant other and 1:00 in the morning, and then he getting phone calls or she getting phone calls, and you know that's gonna make you think, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? The first thing that come to people is, you still fucking her?
No,
You
he
know
put
what I'm saying?
like he put on speaker, so I knew what was going on, and then like eventually I just talked to her, and then like it kind of handled it.
Okay, well
I
that's
was just
a
like,
mature
listen,
way to
woman
go
or
about
man,
it.
True,
like,
Yeah,
That's the way it should
you know what I'm
be.
saying? Because
Yeah.
you could have went about it left. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Fuck that bitch, da-da-da-da-da. And now
Nah.
y'all got beef, and now there's a whole bad
Y'all
scenario.
wouldn't believe me if I never told y'all. Like the only people I've ever got into it with was like my mom and my sister. I don't get into it.
Wow. So you never had a fight?
No,
That's
No,
That's
you never
good.
threw them hands?
no.
Word?
I don't do drama.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay,
good, that's
okay.
good,
That's
that's
that's a good way to be. You know what I'm saying?
Like I do then.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Speaking of drama,
Uh-oh.
nah, I was just gonna talk a little bit about that rap beef from this week. Yeah.
Oh.
Did y'all see that? Did you see that? Shaq,
That's a great
Shaq. You know, Shaq
transition.
was a rapper. The basketball player Shaq he used to
Really?
rap. You never knew that?
No.
But when he's
Yeah.
24, so it might have been a little
Yeah,
bit
it was-
before. Yeah, because it was when I was real
She
young.
might have been like 12 when his album.
Not
That's-
even younger than that. I was probably younger. He was rapping in the 90s, yo.
Yeah, he was rapping. He did
All right,
songs
let
with Biggie. He did songs with Big Pun.
Y'all know when we talk about age,
That was like my
OG
first
Black.
job when he dropped that.
OG Black in the building, but yeah, nah. So Shaq got into a rap beef, a battle with Damian Lillard, who's
Yeah.
a point guard of the Trailblazers,
Yeah.
and what it was over an interview Dame did, right, where he said that
Yeah.
Shaq nobody
Joe
looked at him
Budden
as a
podcast.
rapper. Was it Joe Budden? Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
He said
yeah.
nobody looked at Shaq as a rapper; they just looked at him as a guy who raps, and I
No,
guess
the other
Shaq got
way.
mad.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, just he was just like a guy who raps. He's not really a rapper.
He's just Shaq. That's
Yeah,
what
he's
he
just
said.
Shaq and he
Yeah,
raps.
yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
not really a rapper.
I don't know.
I guess Shaq got mad.
I
What
listened
do you
to a
have
whole,
that? Oh.
Go ahead.
No.
I listened to a whole bunch of old Shaq shit. He was flowing, bro.
Yeah.
For
Back
that
in the day?
time.
His
Yeah.
delivery wasn't the
He went-
greatest,
he went
but he
platinum.
was flowing.
Back
Yeah,
in
he
those
had a
days.
platinum
Everybody went
album.
platinum back then, though. I mean, all they did was buy records.
He had a platinum and a gold album back in the day. So
Yeah.
I personally would say, as far as accomplishments, Shaq is
We're
probably
talking about abilities, though.
Well, I want to look at it at both
Abilities,
both sides. As far as accomplishments, Shaq is probably the GOAT athlete rapper.
Damian
As
Lillard.
far as what he did,
Damian Lillard
but as far as
spit.
skills,
But I got you.
as far as niceness, it's no comparison.
Yeah.
Dame Dollar is
Yeah.
way nicer than Shaq.
He's a rapper.
No,
He
he can
is a
spit.
rapper.
Yeah, he
He's
could be
an
a
MC.
full-time rapper.
You ever heard Dame Dame
Dollars is
No.
rap name.
No.
He's a basketball player. He's actually really good.
Plays for
Though.
Portland.
Portland Trailblazer, yeah, point
Do you
guard.
watch basketball?
Baller.
No.
No.
Nah. You like sports?
I like football.
Football?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Now,
Yeah,
you're from
but-
Honduras, so you mean soccer, football, or?
No.
We're gonna talk
Football.
about,
Okay,
we're
okay,
gonna
okay.
talk about football later. Giants game in Tampa.
But my thing with the Shaq thing is that it's clout. Like once you
That's
have a
what
name
Dame
for
said.
yourself, once you have a name for yourself, anybody's gonna buy your stuff. That's why you set your like. Okay, for example, like with this Forex stuff, like I have my team. Like now, if I throw out T-shirts out there, people gonna buy it just because off the
Right.
just knowing me from that.
Yeah.
You said if you throw out T-shirts, people gonna buy it because of that.
I heard about yours. I heard about yours.
My bad. I'm thinking about
I know somebody who makes T-shirts.
7 streams of income. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You make T-shirts.
We got a T-shirt maker right here.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
man.
saying. I heard that.
I'm trying to throw it up. Anyway,
The alley oop.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, no. Well, okay. Let me say this much. Just on the quality of each diss track, Shaq's quality was shit. Why did
Yeah.
it sound so bad? He's super rich. Come on, bruh.
I think he recorded it and then didn't he like record and make a puppet like say all the raps? or
Hey,
something
I
like
don't
that?
know.
That's how I
The
saw
version I heard of it
I
was
don't
the
think he cared
audio,
that
and it
much.
was horrible.
I
I
don't
didn't
think he cared
even, to
that
be
much.
honest, I didn't hear Shaq's part. I was doing a Google.
It was good, yo. Listen, Shaq, his bars were on hitting though. He was saying you're not better than Russell Westbrook and Steph Curry. You've never been an MVP candidate.
You're
I
not
got
even
platinum
what's
plaques
his
on my
face?
wall.
You're not even a Reza. or
Yeah, he said you're not even as good
Now,
as
that's
Trevor
bull-
Ariza.
I mean, that's all bullshit, bar.
It is,
Because-
but I mean, I thought it was dope though. He was going at him, on his basketball skill, and then the fact that, like you said, he has platinum plaque. He said, "I got a platinum plaque on my wall."
Yeah.
You can't talk about my rapping. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Damian Lillard also came back at him with that.
Dame Lillard came back with better quality.
Yeah.
Dame Lillard.
And to me,
Lillard was
annihilated Shaq.
Murdered him,
yeah, he
bro.
was going in. That bar where he said you worth all the money in the world, but they traded you for penny.
Yeah.
That is fire.
Yeah, son.
That was
That line
fire,
right
bro.
there.
Because Shaq said something about, oh yeah, you got a little max contract, but like you ain't got as much money as me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What did he say about the purses? Like he said you don't. He said you buy purses.
Oh,
for
you buy
chicks?
gift bags. For
Oh
chicks.
yeah. He was saying you buy chicks gift bags because Shaq was in the book that Superhead wrote. She was one of the people that he like
Yeah.
exposed.
Yeah, she said a lot
Yeah,
of
that
things
he
about
was,
him.
He was
that I ain't gonna
tricking.
go into
Yeah,
right
she
now.
did say a lot of things that we're not gonna talk about.
She said that he was less than a man,
yeah.
from what I understand. Let's say it that way.
Is it sad that I actually read that book too?
Did you? I never read it. I've just heard all about it, man. I've actually never read it though.
I read the book actually.
Really?
I had
That
the
book's
book.
old too. When did you read
Yeah.
it? Like
No.
not when it came out though,
after high
right?
school, like right
Oh,
after high
okay.
school. Yeah.
That's crazy. I should read that
It
book.
wasn't
though.
very educational. It was just.
It's just her talking about all the dudes she's fucking, right?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Just exposing everybody. Confessions of a Video. That's the name of the book. It's
Yeah.
Confessions
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
Video
yeah,
Vixen,
yeah,
right?
She was abused a lot, man. But
yeah, she was.
Yeah, I
That's on a
heard
ta-
mad
that's on a
drugs and
tangent.
shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another show.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
So what did y'all think? Okay, what did y'all think those far? Like I feel Fred said we feel Dame smashed him. Y'all feel the same way?
Yeah.
Hands down.
I want to,
Yeah.
Be subjective.
It's
but
fun, man. It's all fun.
I gotta
at the end of the
agree.
day.
You
It
know
is.
What I'm saying
But as far
Dame
as
Dash killed him.
songs,
Dame
Dame
though,
Dollar.
Yeah, Dame
Dame
Dollar.
Lillard.
as far as
Dame
songs though,
Dame Dash.
Guess what though?
What up?
They still get paid.
That's true. At the end of the day, they got more money than me.
This
so
is fun. This is
both of
fun.
them.
I think it was fun for them. I hope. I thought it was
yeah,
dope.
I don't
Not
think
really
it's any
serious,
ill will.
though.
You're probably just talking shit to each other.
Dame did it with Marvin Bagley, who's another basketball player, and Marvin Bagley was actually good. When I heard his diss track, I was surprised. But I like what Dame's doing, yo. I like
He
it.
actually sounds sort of like Dave East, kind of like Dave East, kind of.
I don't know. I
the
like
way
that.
it's
Fuck with Dave
The way
East.
the cadence is, like he's just, I don't know. He's just like a smooth rapper. So he kind of.
Yeah,
Yo,
his
I
flow
feel
is
like
very
they're
smooth, I'll
trying
say
Dave
that.
East on that Wu-Tang series.
Oh man, I love.
I
He
that.
doesn't
haven't
have
seen
enough.
it
Like in the first few episodes, he's barely even in it. He
Yeah,
gets like
yeah.
a few lines. He's starting to get a little more now, but I don't know.
Meth.
To me, I'm getting tired though. Like, when are they gonna become Wu-Tang? All right, I get the story. I get this.
You know what it is?
I'm waiting for Wu-Tang. Let's go.
You know what it is? I think you're used to it being like a binge watch where you just watch it straight through. So you're trying to get there.
Right.
But
Maybe.
this is like a slow. I think
It's like
a
the fifth
slow-
episode though, and these niggas
It's a
still haven't
simmer.
become Wu-Tang.
Yeah, it's
How
a
many
simmer.
episodes are there?
Bro, I think the
Ameerah,
way
you
it's
mind
looking, it's
passing
gonna be
me,
it's
a
gonna be a
cup?
while.
And the bottle next to the cup. Y'all can keep going. I just need to refresh my drink.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
That's a dope. I like the series. Have you seen the series, Ameerah?
What Wu-Tang?
The
Wu-Tang,
Wu-Tang
watch it?
series?
No.
Oh, it's
good.
dope.
I need to
like-
watch it.
like if you're a Wu-Tang fan, you're gonna appreciate it.
Are you a
It's pretty
Wu-Tang
dope.
fan?
No, but my cousin was, and I listened to it with him all the time.
What's really dope is that I don't know if I said this on the previous podcast, but ODB, his son is playing him. So
Oh yeah.
Is that his son?
That's his son.
Get out of here.
That's his son.
Had to be though. Look just like him.
Yeah, crazy.
It's so funny how he acts too. Like he's really just dirty. That nigga be eating everything. Yo, he's like, yo, you gonna eat that?
Wow, son.
That shit be funny. I swear. It's a good show. Though. I think the acting's good. I think it's written well too. I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky, but I'm just ready for them to
wanted
turn
to
into
get
Wu
there.
Tang.
You
I want
wanted
to.
to
Yeah, I
get
want to
there.
know how did they. You know what I mean? The fact that like Raekwon shot up Ghostface, that
That's
shit is
crazy.
How
That
did
part
they?
is
How did they
crazy.
get to?
And now they like
how did they get
partners.
over that? I'm so ready to see that part. I think it's the biggest thing.
So if you don't know yet, Raekwon out of Wu-Tang shot up Ghostface Killer's mother's crib.
When they was young, way before
they
they
were
ever
young-
got together.
Before they
It's in the
got
show.
together.
Yeah, it's like the first. It's how it opens. The
If
first
you
episode.
could come back from that,
Yeah.
like
I
you
want to
could
know
come back from
how.
anything.
Yo, I want to know how. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, because
Just
I'm
like-
gonna keep it 100. You know, if any of y'all shoot up my mom's crib, I'm gonna have beef with all y'all. You know what I'm saying?
We're not starting a rap group and touring the
we're
world
not,
together.
We're not getting the band back together.
I'm
We're done.
killing you and leaving to DR, bro. You're not.
Yeah.
fighting.
See, there go that.
Hey, gotta do
Hey.
it.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but what we talked about at the beginning of the show, forgiveness.
I
all
mean,
about
that's why I
forgiveness.
said I'm not there yet.
Nah.
He said that at the beginning of the show. I'm not at that level yet. I
Yeah.
know people there.
Yeah, I do. You know, respect to
point.
the people that are,
Yeah, yeah,
and I don't
yeah.
got no problem with them. But me personally, I'm not there yet.
Like Black
I need
South
this to be
clapping
an editing
back.
point because I don't need nobody to know when I murder somebody where I'm going.
What's that show about the five boys, Central Park?
Oh,
yeah,
Central
yeah,
Park
yeah,
5.
yeah, yeah.
What was
When
it
They
called?
See
When they see us?
When They
Yeah,
See
when
Us.
it-
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
That
You watched
show,
that?
yeah.
That was good, right?
That's a movie I ever cried like a baby for.
Right.
Yeah, he said-
No,
That's
no,
serious.
I cried.
Yeah.
Stop it,
It
son.
was bad.
Bruh,
I remember him talking. I remember when Yali was in here. She was like,
Yeah.
you know, he was
Bro, I
like,
ain't cried
crying.
that bad since the Green Mile, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh, you
God
wildin'.
damn.
That's funny, yo.
Yeah, the Green Mile, man. Motherfucker was
I remember
killing
Green Mile,
people.
yeah. That dude died now. Wasn't it Michael Duncan Green?
Yeah, rest in peace.
So-
Shout out to the sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you
The
good.
Central Park, not going into a tangent, but the Central Park 5. Corey, he actually bought a apartment.
Correct.
At the top of a building that's right across the street from the Central Park.
Wow.
So he looks over his like his apartment building, like he gets up and looks at Central Park.
They got paid.
Didn't he also do
Decent money.
something for the less fortunate?
Yeah, he's got some sort of
Probably
program
did.
or something. I
Yeah,
remember seeing
yeah.
something
Corey
about
Wise
it.
Foundation or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the
Good for him,
details.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to that. Also, the actor that played him, that won that was it an Emmy or a?
Did he win something? I don't know.
He
Yeah,
won
he won
an
it.
Emmy or
He won an
the
Emmy.
Oscar? Which one
What's
is it?
up?
I think it was
Well,
Emmy.
Emmy.
I think Oscars and Emmys are for
Emmy.
acting.
It was an Emmy. It was an
Yeah.
Emmy. It was an Emmy.
Okay.
He just won an Emmy for that role because he bodied that.
But
role.
you know, Corey,
Well
he,
deserved.
he was the one that wasn't even supposed to be going. He went with his
Yeah.
friend, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
And then they
right.
left him in there by himself.
Yeah.
He was the
Isn't
one
he?
who
And
did-
isn't he the one that he went up there to kind of testify for them, and they ended up bringing him in?
No.
No, he
he was
went with
looking
a
out
friend.
for-
He just went with the friend because he didn't want to leave him alone.
Right.
The tall dude, the smart dude.
Yeah.
And then just because he
Then
went,
they
he
left
got
him alone.
railroaded. Yeah.
Wow.
'Cause they
And
forgot
his
he was
mom
in the
came and
waiting
got
room.
him, and then
he
they
could
left
have
him in
He
there.
could have went home and
Yeah.
been okay.
That's it.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
he
right, right.
didn't-
You can go. And he was like, "No, I'm gonna stay with my friend."
Right.
Because the mother
Damn.
told him, "Look after my boy."
Yeah.
Right.
And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna stay with him."
Well,
That guy was actually
He
like
stuck to his
skipped 2
morals.
grades. He was super smart,
Yeah.
and I guess
Smart.
like the mom was real protective over
Right,
him,
right,
and that's
right,
why
right.
she told him like, "Yo, you watch him when you take him." And
Hey,
so he
I'm
took it to
blanking on all
heart.
their
Respect
names right
that.
now too. I'm blanking on his name, but
Yeah,
I know what you're
Yusuf
talking
was his
about.
name, I
Yusuf,
believe.
yeah.
The tall-
But
the-
Yusuf's mom was like, when Corey was in there, he didn't want like she wasn't trying to write when Corey's mom asked her to like write him letters or get them. She wasn't even trying to like get them.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was like,
She was the one that had a child support attorney in there, somewhere a tax attorney in there trying to do criminal defense,
They
and he
all
didn't
have
know a
shit
lot
going
about
on.
criminal defense at all.
She fucked up bad.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no, that we talked about that show though before.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit
yeah,
was, it is sad. But what else we had on the docket before we get
That's
up?
a
I know
lot of
Cutta
stuff.
had.
I got
know
a
we
couple,
talked about a lot. Cutta
got a-
had some stuff.
Couple crazy stories if you
Yeah,
care.
let's get into
care to
Cutta's.
hear 'em
Cutta's
real
always
quick.
got crazy stories, real
Was
life
it a-
stories, and sometimes the stuff that he brings in
Was
that
it a
he's
close
read.
call?
No, it's
Cutta's
not a close call.
call?
It's close call. It's not a close
Thank
call.
God, we need to
Okay.
cut those down.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
Let's
I
bring
feel like
those
if
from
I
back
tell
in the
too much
day.
of my personal stories, people gonna start judging me if they're not already doing it. But no, I got a couple of weird stories in the segment I like to call for I can't even talk right now, for research purposes only.
Okay.
Just in case people look at my phone and see all the weird shit I look at, just know it's for research purposes.
Gotcha.
All right. So
Yo, not to interrupt you.
Go
Crazy
ahead.
story, real quick. My crazy story. I'm gonna make it like 10 seconds.
Okay.
I walk into this place. I'm delivering a package. Everybody knows out there, I work for FedEx. So
Uh-huh.
delivering my package, drop it off, and the lady doesn't notice that I'm there. I don't know if I said this on this podcast. So she doesn't know that I'm there.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, hello. And she's into her phone. She's in the zone. On her phone, this chick had porno on her phone in the workplace.
Oh, I remember you telling me. I remember you at the dealership. Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like awkwardly like, wow.
She
lady.
worked there?
Yeah, she worked there. She's the front desk lady. She's
at the front desk?
She's in her phone like this.
Stop it.
On porno front desk. And I tried to not make it awkward for her. So I acted like I didn't see it. So I kind of like made a sudden move so she could see that I was there. And then I passed the package. She's like, oh, people always sending me stuff. I kind of like ignored what she said, acting like I didn't see it. But yo, very awkward situation.
You've encountered a lot of nakedness.
Yeah, right. Kind of think of it.
For real, yo. For real.
It just comes to me. I don't know why. Go ahead, Cutta.
Speaking of nakedness,
All right.
Speaking of nakedness, since we're talking about that,
Wonderful segue.
I looked up a story of a new law in Texas. How many people in here sent any dick pics to anybody? Anybody?
Do we have to answer?
Anybody? You can plead the fifth, but
I'm pleading the fifth.
We all know that's
and the
a yes.
sixth and the seventh and all of them. All right, go ahead.
So it's a new law in Texas that bans men from sending women unsolicited dick pics.
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
Send
I
me
see nothing wrong
one.
with that.
She said I'm not.
So
Wow, son.
not only do they get charged $500.
So you mean like sending like dick pics in the DMs?
If you don't want
just
it,
like
yeah.
just like
shit. So if you get a dick in your DM and you don't want it, you take it to the police.
Yeah.
and they
That's
go
why I
to
said
jail.
send me one.
yeah.
How do you know it's me? though?
Nah, man, you got to leave that.
Came from your
name,
account.
came from
They're
your
gonna
name.
tell you pull out your meat.
Nah,
Yeah, they're
she
gonna
gonna have
Michael
to ask
Jackson you.
first.
No.
She gonna have to
The
ask
police
first.
will Michael Jackson your ass quick, boy.
Yeah.
I got a mole.
We
on
got
my
a
shit.
picture
They
here.
gonna
Whip it
know.
out, Freddy. Let's
shit.
see.
But my question is, what if it's a picture of somebody else's dick that you looked up on the internet and sent to him? But that's a different topic.
That
But
would be the same thing, though. Yeah, a little bit too far with that one. But even if it's not, why are you sending? Wait a minute. Why is a man sending another man's dick pic in the first place?
you can Google it for research.
I'm not
purposes.
googling
For
another
research
man's
purposes
dick.
only.
Wait, serious question. Men still do that? They still send dick pics?
I'm assuming.
Apparently.
I mean,
Apparently.
She has to ask.
I'm
me
married
it
for
at this
20
point.
years.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm too grown for that.
Yeah,
shit.
at this point, it's by
From what I
request.
heard.
It's like, you know.
It's kind of weird.
I send my wife random dick pics all the time.
Okay, well,
That's different. That's your wife.
Yeah.
So,
I spice it up,
Just get a random. She don't even expect it.
Since we kind of went down this
10:30
path-
on Wednesday.
Wow, on a Wednesday, son? You stupid. So let's ask let's ask a woman, because we men up in here, we always talk to each other. Let's ask a woman's perspective. If you receive a dick pic in your DMs, is it how do you feel about it? Is it attractive?
Honestly,
is it,
3 days ago, this just happened.
Wow. What a timing! What timing we have.
Yeah.
So let's hear the truth now. You know what I'm
So-
saying? Let's hear the truth.
Basically, on it was actually Friday, 2 days ago. So after me dancing merengue, bachata.
So you knew the gentleman. You already had some type of
No, he
understanding.
asked for my number.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, like I told you, I'm not rude, so that's probably a weakness I have.
Okay.
Like, I'm not rude, so I was like, all right, whatever.
Okay.
So when I get home, I got a new message. Ding.
Couple hours later.
Damn, the first
man.
message.
Like that?
Damn.
He didn't even
Did
say
he
hey?
introduce himself? Hey,
No.
this is the dude
He
from.
didn't know. He
was
just
just
sent
like,
it.
bang.
And then he was like, what are you doing? I was like,
Oh, he was trying to.
trying
okay.
to find your dick.
That's a good one.
Yeah, son.
That's a good one.
What
So
was his
that's-
response? Did he respond?
No, I didn't really say that. I just said what that's so disrespectful.
Oh, okay.
I just think it's disrespectful.
Because I don't know
like-
how
Yeah,
could
I
you
don't
follow up
get
with
that.
that.
Like
I
he
don't
said,
get
like
that.
with his wife, that's one thing. Like if you're my man, like yeah, send me all of them. But
Okay.
if you just a random, like that's so disrespectful.
Especially
Yeah, I don't
if
get that. That's
met at
sending
the
a
gym.
random.
weirdo.
That's
Nah,
weird.
that is weirdo.
How I hold myself, like
Uh-huh.
I know how to hold myself to where you just think I'm about to be out here like that.
Right.
So
That shows your standards.
it's just it's just like for you to even assume that I'm like that. Like that's just like
I
you
wonder
don't
if it's
know
like,
me, but
dare you.
I noticed that's like a regular now for like especially kids like under like I don't know like kids like 25, 24 like young kids. They send it off rip. They don't even say hi. Here's my.
It's like the business card.
It's like whoa.
Yeah, I don't know what type of time they on because we wasn't doing that shit as kids.
Yeah,
and
nah.
I don't
The
know
cameras
why
was
people
too
are doing that
pixelated.
now.
We couldn't do it back then.
Stupid. So
Yeah.
I mean, why is it so prevalent? Why is it accepted now and it wasn't accepted before? Is it because?
Well, it's not accepted now. It's against the
Well,
law.
I mean,
I don't think it was ever
Accepted by women
accepted. I don't
or
think it was ever accepted. But it's
Why are people doing it? I guess
Right,
is your
that's what I'm
question,
saying.
right?
Why?
And I want to know the
I
same
think
thing.
it has to be accepted in certain scenarios
Because
if men
it works
keep
for
doing
some
it.
people.
Maybe.
It works for some
Yeah.
people.
It works
It
for
has
some
to.
people.
You just said
Correct.
it before me,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
It has to work.
Some
But-
women will be like, shoot, where you at? Like,
Right. Exactly.
Maybe, yeah,
Exactly.
you're right. You never know.
especially if it looks good.
Like it was. Yo.
But with that being said, that's solicited though. That's not unsolicited.
Right,
It's not
right,
like
right,
I'm gonna
right,
get your
right.
number and like, hey, first I'm not even gonna say hey to you. How was your day? I'm just gonna send you dick. Like I don't get that.
Yeah,
But
I
you
get
gotta
it
understand.
either.
I had to understand too, like the
like a
place
weird
and the
numbers
time
game.
when I got his number was at a club at nighttime. So I was like, okay, well, obviously, like sometimes when dudes ask for your number, they're asking for you like
Right.
the aftermath
To make
you know?
moves.
Right.
Right,
So
right,
I had
right,
to
right,
think
right.
about the circumstances.
Lick them bitches right there.
Shout
I
out
don't
to
know what's
Boosie
going on,
Boo.
right? You know what I mean?
Who gave Fred a soundboard,
You
man?
know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Who
man.
did that?
But
You know what I'm
it-
saying? So
it's being pushed by the feminist app named Bumble, which basically Bumble is
Bumble?
like
An app. I heard about this.
it's a dating app,
It's
but
like
the
Tinder.
women have to
Yeah.
interact with you for you.
Oh,
to
they
be
have to give you
so they
consent
can't
or something
send you
like that,
any-
Yeah.
that's like the green
You
light.
have to
on
interact
it.
with them
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
So if she's on it, that means she's kind of giving a green light already.
yeah, but because they got so many
Why are you thinking of it like that?
I mean, I'm just asking.
The green
I'm trying-
light
Well, the way
Say
he put it,
hey,
explained it, I thought that too. That,
Yeah.
like,
Wait,
you know,
green
you
light for
kinda-
what? Like,
No,
okay.
that's
green
just
light
for
for, you know, okay,
no,
I'm-
just
I'm
for
open.
conversation.
I
though.
thought you meant green light for dick pic.
No.
I mean, if you
Possibly.
You know. You just
No,
know
because
vibes.
I don't
because
know.
one of the biggest complaints that Bumble was getting is that they were getting so many unsolicited dick pics, and
Damn.
women were complaining
All right.
about it.
All right.
So they're trying to push through legislation to kind of
Damn. son.
combat.
Now you
that.
said this was in Texas, right?
Texas,
Only?
South Carolina's
Damn.
looking into doing it in New York too.
Damn.
It's going to be in New York's going to call it cyber
I
fraud.
don't mind it. I mean, I don't think it's right anyway. You shouldn't be sending fucking dick pics.
Like
That's
I
just
said
weird.
to your significant other, that's different. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it should go both ways, though.
Mm.
If there's going to be legislator, whatever that word is, against dick pics, there should be legislature.
Yeah, I definitely got some
If
unwanted
there's some
pictures.
unsolicited
Some
titty
shit.
pics or whatever pics in my, you know,
Yeah.
I should be able to have the same
Women do
recourse.
that. Women
Yeah,
will
women
send
will- yeah.
nudes without a man asking
Oh,
for
But
it.
yeah.
what is this? Titty pics in my,
I've
and
had
what is
women do
this?
that.
especially when they're trying to get something out.
I'm appalled.
What is this?
I'm appalled. I'm verklempt.
Yeah, I remember
Anyway.
one joint sent me that, and then I looked at it like it was just like, I got kind of annoyed. I was like, whoa.
So is it? Let me
So
ask you
Fred,
something.
what's
Is it
Yeah.
specifically dick pics? Unsolicited. It's specifically that,
Yeah, can you
or
send
is it just nudes?
Can I send a foot pic?
Because I think it should be.
It's-
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's-
saying. Like, what if you
it's
send a?
unsolicited lewd nudes? That's
So
was
it
the
said
exact
probably
word.
should include women too. Then I'm
That's what I'm
assuming.
saying.
Oh, yeah.
But
it was probably
store-
created
come
because
on.
of
What
dick
is this?
pics.
Come on now, we all know.
No, but I'm saying though,
It's
the
geared
law
towards-
actually will probably go
But
both ways.
It goes right back to like, you know, I don't want to talk about it, but rape. Like
Yeah.
when if men get like by a woman, you're saying you got raped by a woman, the lawyers and the judges gonna laugh at you because it's like you.
I heard a stand-up
I've been
comedy
raped.
bit. I forget who it was. Recently, he said that he's like, if a woman gets raped, you're like, you know, you probably believe. If a guy gets raped, you're like, yeah, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know, it's like,
Yeah,
you're like,
that's how
That's
it
really
is.
how it is.
and that's how it is. Yeah.
you know.
I'm a victim.
Me too.
And everybody laughs. You see, that's what I'm talking about.
See?
Because I never know to take you serious. That's why I'm laughing.
No, no,
If
but-
And
you
he
were
said
actually
me
raped,
too.
I'm sorry,
There wasn't no
sorry.
trauma, man. I wasn't
Somebody
mad.
said me too.
Me too.
We should laugh about
See,
it.
I wasn't mad.
I was more mad that I didn't
You know what though?
remember it.
I know a lot of guys who were basically raped and don't realize it, but they just think they lost their virginity
It
at 10
happens.
years old to
It
like
happens.
a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
No,
It
no, you got
happens.
raped.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
It happens a lot. But I'm just saying,
know?
in reality, that's rape. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of guys that lost their virginity super young to a
Yeah.
woman way older than them. You
But
know
a
what I'm
lot
saying?
of women
Yeah.
too just think it's sexy to just like
Look at these
jump on
teachers.
it. In
Yeah.
other words, like you know.
Yeah, look at these
just-
teachers,
Bro,
yo.
and they bad too. Some of them
Young.
like,
They be
what?
24 with a 13-year-old. Like, what are y'all doing?
That's,
You know,
yeah, that's
Miss
a
Hobbs
lot.
didn't look that good, man. Miss Hobbs was old.
All right.
I'm
Since,
trying to go
since
back.
we're down this rabbit hole, I think this is a perfect time to talk about this topic.
Let's
that,
get it.
Let's get it.
That my friend Keem coined R. Shelley's.
Oh, yeah.
R. Shelley?
R. Shelley's.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I talked about R. Shelley's a little bit before on this podcast. We didn't really get into it, but R. Shelley's are what I kind of came up with because you know everybody knows R. Kelly, right? You mentioned R. Kelly, first thing you think of grown men like little
Right.
girls, right? Young
nasty
girls.
man.
So there's a lot of older women that like young boys, and it's very common in just society for women to call young boys so cute and my little boyfriend and and be
Why
very
is
sexual
that?
and flirty
Why
with
is
young
that?
boys, and it's allowed. But you know,
If a
you
man
flip
do
it, it's a whole different story. So why are women allowed to do that? And you know, why is like a lot of these teachers that are women that are good looking and they're young, they get 10 years probation for raping a young boy. If it was a male teacher having sex with a 12-year-old girl, he's not getting probation. He's probably getting
That's a good
prison
question,
time.
bro.
You know what I mean?
You know what
So
I'm saying?
it makes me, you know, question society. Why is that okay?
Right.
Why is it okay for women to say these things, to
Yeah.
do these things? And it popped up when I was on social media around prom time, seeing a lot of women who have their boys going to prom, and the women on their pictures, you know, with all these emojis and saying crazy things like, oh,
Hard
you know,
eyes
yeah,
and all
hard
that.
eyes, and just saying things like,
You know
oh,
what
where
I'm
he
saying?
at after prom? I'm going to his
Future
hotel
boyfriend.
room. Ooh, yeah, he's so fine, blah, blah, blah. They's growing. It's like,
Let us say that, though.
yeah, let a
us
man say that. You
oh,
let you
that's
post
my
a picture of
future
your daughter, and
girlfriend,
I'm like,
blah, blah,
damn,
blah.
she fine. Like what?
Floyd Mayweather's daughter.
What
What
about
happened
her?
for his daughter?
What about her?
You know how like she she had a stalker, but I'm just saying like a
Did
lot
she?
of people.
Oh shit.
I think I remember hearing something about that. now
Yeah,
that
she
you
had
say
a
it.
lot of people like just saying that stuff about her. Or T.I.'s daughter.
Yeah.
T.I.'s daughter. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that
I
with
remember.
T.I.'s daughter. Fred, why you did that face? No, I do remember that a lot of grown men were saying shit on there, and she was like,
Damn, son,
I'm
damn,
asking
son.
for a friend. I'm asking for
All
a
right, no
friend.
doubt.
Fred's stupid.
That's
yo,
for
chill,
sure.
Y'all stupid.
Fred retarded. Nah, but
Yeah, I'm
perfect
agreeing
timing,
with.
perfect timing.
Speaking
but,
of that.
but yeah, I don't know. I don't see why that's right. Why is that okay? Another thing I wanted to throw out there, I don't think is right, and it's really weird and it bothers me. All these shows portraying high school kids having all types of sex. How is this not child porn? I don't care if the actual actor's 25.
I
They
agree.
are portraying a 16-year-old child in high school having sex.
Now
I
you
agree.
see
Why
me.
is that on TV and why is that okay?
That show Now You See Me about suicide? They
Or
all-
Euphoria? These kids are in high school snorting coke and doing
Wow.
acid and fucking the shit out of each
See,
other.
that's why I'm glad I don't have cable.
And they're in high school. Why is that? Or they're portraying to be in high school. How is that okay? How is this not a
It's
like
never
what?
okay.
I don't know, man. There's just some questions I have in society.
It is some weird,
You
like
think
when you.
sorry to cut you off. It warms us up, or kids up to thinking that's okay. Like,
Correct.
Not even
Correct.
that. I don't think it warms. I think kids are kids, and you do what you can to raise your kids the right way and lead them the right way. They're gonna find out anyways. They're gonna see whatever. To me, it's more of how are they able to portray that and not. How's that not passed off to people who like that kind of stuff or something? You know what I mean?
Right.
If I'm into young children,
And you
why
see
would
that.
I not? This is like soft porn for me on
Correct.
national TV. You're portraying a 16, 15-year-old
I didn't
kid.
think about it
Correct.
that way as an adult.
This is enabling it. This is this is to the masses. These shows are going to win awards, and you know what I mean. And it's enabling it
Glorifying
for it's
child porn
glorifying
almost.
child porn.
I mean-
Hey, we figured out a way to put child porn all over the fucking world.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
y'all gonna watch it because it got a good story.
I'm kind of biased in the situation when it comes to like how we were just talking about the teachers and being with like the younger boys, then rather than being a older man being with the younger girls. Because I don't know, I feel like a woman or like a girl is like even a high school girl like 19, 18. It's just they're not in the same mindset as I can't see like even their bodies are not fully developed. It just doesn't attract me. It just doesn't do nothing for me. So it's just like I don't know. It's
Right,
it's
because you're
weird.
not that way, but some men are.
yeah, but
Yeah,
you
I don't
Matt,
know.
the Jeffrey Epstein dude, I was reading into that case mostly because I was just fascinated with how much money he had, and I wanted to know where he got all his money from. Why was he so rich? What did he do? But reading into that case, they were saying that he had a lot of girls that would bring him young girls, and they said that that's what he liked, like prepubescent. There was a girl one of the girls who came out to talk about it, she said she went over there and he like kicked her out like really angry because he said her breasts were too big.
what?
Yeah, she
I
was
didn't
brought
think
over there like
that's
yeah,
not possible.
it was pretty wild. That's what I'm saying.
not possible.
But I'm just saying that because
don't-
you know how like you're right here like yo, the young girls are just even 17, 18. You look at what's this girl's name? Ariana Grande. She's like 26, but she looks 12. I'm not attracted. I'm just not
Right.
attracted to her at all. Like she looks very young.
I need full
You know what I'm saying? But there are people who like that.
Facts.
That's just what they like.
I mean, I think-
don't
They got
know.
a drop for that?
There is some
All right.
there is some kind of weird underlying like like theme of the country where it's like stepdad, stepsister.
Yeah, that's a
it's so
stigma out
weird
there.
to me. Like, where does that shit
I
come
heard
from?
that porn star on a podcast I listened to. She was saying that her most watched video is a video like that where it's supposed to be her stepson.
I mean, so since we talking about it, I mean, we all adults here. Everybody watch porn. I guess I'll put my shit out there. But if you, yeah, exactly. I mean, but if you look, indeed,
Fred's
if
killing
you
the
look
soundboard
at
right now. I'm loving
the
it.
top porn topics on these sites.
Usually
Unfortunately,
taboo type shit.
Yeah.
a lot of it is stepmom, man.
Well, that's what porn is for. I think it's supposed to be.
It wasn't like that all the time. You know,
No,
not
you're
that
right,
I've
you're
been,
right, you're
not
right.
that I've been watching porn for a long time. But
Nah, but
I've been told that it hasn't been like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? As of late.
We don't believe
Shit.
people.
Oh shit. Anyway,
I'm starting to love the soundboard
you know
now.
what I
I'm
mean?
loving it. Fred's
You know
getting the
what I
hang
mean?
of it.
like why? Why is that the new norm now? You know what I'm saying? Stepsister and stepmom and all that. You know
Man,
what
I don't
I'm
know.
saying?
Something's going
That's
on.
creepy,
Something's going
bro.
on with the culture, I think. I think it starts with maybe media, what we watch, what we see. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe in 20 years, Barely Legal will be the top thing. You know what I'm saying? Because all these damn shows showing
Yeah.
all these young kids.
'Cause you think 20 years ago or 10 years ago, the landscape was a little different.
Yeah, all I'm
You know what I'm
saying
saying?
is white people are 63% of the country. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
I just want to throw that out there.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Cutta,
All right.
12 gauge.
All right.
So mainly because I kind of want to jump off this topic because we getting too deep.
All right, what else you got over there, Cutta?
I got something that just as bad to talk about, but not as bad. So a guy in Arizona named Jim Stafford is suing a company called BRC. The reason he's suing that company is because he donated his mother, who died about 5 years ago. He donated her body to the company, which he thought was going to be research for Alzheimer's.
Okay.
All right.
Did she die of Alzheimer's?
Yeah, she died of Alzheimer's. I'm still trying to learn how to say that word. Cause I'm used to saying Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's what a lot of
Old-timers.
people say.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Alzheimer's,
saying?
I believe.
I'm trying to.
I say it the wrong way.
Yeah,
I used to say old timer.
Yeah, she got old timers.
Old timers disease.
That's how I say it.
But yeah, the reason he's suing this company is because instead of donating the body for a medical examination, he donated to the military for blast experiments.
What?
Yeah.
So they just blew her up?
Yeah, basically.
crazy.
And
Son.
the experiments that they were doing on this lady was for
What?
Yeah.
That's too much.
BRCs are closed right now, by the way. They've
would-
been sued out there.
I would hope.
But yeah, it was
Tricking
for the
people.
military to test roadside bombs.
Damn.
So the effects of roadside bombs.
Like I want my
So-
granny mom. I want my
What
granny
happened
body
to crash
back.
dummies? Why are
Yeah,
they using
bro.
dead bodies?
Yeah, but they've even been known to use like pigs and stuff because they have the same kind of flesh that we do
Yeah,
for like
that's
testing
wild.
shit like
That's
that.
bacon. That's wasteful bacon.
Yeah, it is wasteful bacon. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck them damn pigs. That's basically what I heard.
I know it's October and everything, but let's lighten this shit up.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I told you it was even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're closed down. So if you ever you got that organ donor thing on your license,
Take
About
that
this-
off.
just-
Right, I'm about to scribble that shit
Oh,
out.
no.
You know what? I don't put that because I don't want God to put me in a situation where you mark
Like, we
yes,
need your shit.
So I need you.
We're
right
gonna
now.
bump you up in the line.
Okay.
We need your shit.
Yeah, I don't know because I gotta. My brother is a nurse in the ER. Is a charge nurse in the ER, and he's in situations where people's lives are on the line when you're in the ER. Yeah, people are coming in shot
Right.
in car accidents and things, and they never once go, "Hey, where's his wallet? Is this guy an organ donor?" I'm just gonna give up right now. You know what I
got
mean?
you,
Like
I got you.
that just doesn't happen. So I don't believe that. I really don't. Just because my brother's worked in a couple hospitals. You know what I mean? He's been doing it for a little while. My mom was a nurse. He worked in the ER. From what he says, they've never go, hey, mid surgery. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, yeah, we're just gonna let this guy go. We're gonna take his organs.
Think about it from a different standpoint. What about that nurse that gets close with that patient that needs a liver?
yeah.
And then she's like, hey, there's someone in the
Possible.
ER.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Where I put that liver at?
situational.
Oh, yeah.
It's situational.
It's in
you
room
know.
104.
If that nurse actually needs a liver and this person's a match and they about to die, she might go in there and do some
Right.
shit. I mean,
People
Oh, I
it's
doing
forgot
possible.
to
Family
give him
themselves.
his meds. He's dead. Wow.
Or they might have like
Can I get that liver?
little nurse like chicks that go in there and kind of like warm them up to it, but like I have a person, you're dying, you're not gonna be here any longer. I got a person in the next room. Blah, blah, blah.
She cute too.
But
He's stupid. Yeah, nah. I mean,
But
I
anyway,
don't know. But
it was crazy because they were found out by some kind of international news media site, and he was informed that him among 20 other people got.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were just selling their parts and shit for on
That's
the black
crazy.
market.
Well, at least he
and shit
found
like
out, and hopefully, you know,
Yeah,
he
he
gets
gonna get
some
sued.
sort of compensation. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully they pay out. I mean, it doesn't.
that. But even still, just to think about that shit, that's
Yeah,
fucked
how do you
up.
put a price on that anyway?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, she was gone. No, not to be sound crazy, but she was dead anyway.
Yeah, she
It's
was dead
okay.
anyway.
She was old anyway.
She was
Yeah.
dead already. It's
Stop.
not like they killed her. She was already dead, and he gave her to them, thinking, you know, they was gonna do one thing. They did something else, so they should
Out of respect,
Yeah.
though.
pay.
know.
You know, I always feel like there's a direct dollar amount for bullshit.
Yeah.
You know
Speaking of dollar amounts, I got another story.
Mm-hmm.
An Atlanta Kroger is under fire because they've undergone some new security measures at their store. They have put glass partitions between the household items and the customers, and only made the store one way in and one way out.
Why'd they do that?
Just because of theft has been a problem in
Motherfuckers
that
was
area.
boosting.
But you already know how people going. They're just going to spin it to erase
Like,
things.
Yeah.
why is it only the black products behind the glass?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my
Yeah.
thing would be, I
Yeah.
hope they have the numbers to back.
Correct.
Hey, this
Yeah.
store is robbed more frequently than every other store over here combined.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
You
what
would
I'm
hope
saying?
that. You
we
would
have
hope
to
that.
take measures
Yeah, yeah.
to withstand that. And that's what they have to do. That's what they have to do. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be truthful sometimes.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
But
I mean,
it does make sense though. If you're gonna block off something, block off the whole aisle. Don't just block off the can too I buy for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. That's like
I
straight
mean,
racist.
like Keem said, as long as they have justification that says, okay, in this particular store, this certain product is stolen or loss prevention more than any other product. If that's the product that you want to put behind the glass, that's cool. But if you just randomly picking, okay,
yeah, that's like, you know, certain stores in certain neighborhoods, you can't get in. You just go to the window and order. Are they racist, or are they just in a certain
It is
neighborhood where they don't want the whole fucking?
like the Chinese restaurants in Brooklyn, they all got plexiglass up. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder why.
They do that for a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
mean-
saying?
Yeah.
Listen, white people rob stores too in the hood.
Correct.
You know what I mean? There are white people in the hood. There are Spanish people in the hood. There's most hoods. Yeah, they are predominantly black and Hispanic, but there are white people out there too that commit crimes.
Yeah.
So I just think that when you're in the hood, things like that happen. You just
Correct.
in the hood. Now I understand the whole structure's bad and people are funneled into the hood, and you know there are things that need to be done in the communities.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, if you run a business, we're not talking about feelings and
Right.
we're talking about
We're
business.
talking about your
we're talking
bottom line.
dollars, yeah, your bottom line. And
And
if the
coming
store
home.
is in this area and it is constantly robbed and people are lifting certain items all the time, you got to do something.
Right.
You know, I remember doing some AC work at this guy's house, real big, nice ass house, and he told me he owned some liquor stores in Tampa, and he was having an issue with them getting robbed all the time, like a lot, like 8 times in the last couple months. You
Wow.
know, at a rate of like once a week, he was getting robbed. Yeah.
Wow.
And he had to do that because I asked him. I said, "So what do you do? What do you do to combat that?" He said, "Well, we're installing glass where basically people can walk into the store. You can't get to the person behind the counter though. You can walk around the store, get what you need. You cannot get to that person behind the counter. You can't get to the register. It's bulletproof glass there.
Yeah.
And then after a certain time, he's locking the doors, and then you have to order from the side where the person there will have to walk and go get whatever it is you want and bring it to the side after like 9 o'clock or something, 8 o'clock. Like early, he was shutting that shit down because he was losing a lot of money. He was getting robbed like almost every week or every like it was crazy.
Insurance companies probably end up dropping them and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
that,
that's
too.
what he was
Right.
saying too. You can only claim so many insurance. You
another
can only
thing.
after a while your insurance company will drop you, and now you have another issue. And now when you go to the next insurance company, you have the problem of being dropped and saying, "Hey, I'm a liability. I got
Right.
robbed 5 times in the last 6
Right.
weeks. Can you insure me?"
Now your premiums are higher, even if they do say yes.
Exactly.
That goes back to the whole buying back the block scenario. You want people to buy stuff in the hood and buy franchises in the hood, then you got to treat them a certain way. You can't have people buying, having a business in the hood and then you breaking into it every other week.
Very true.
That doesn't make good business sense. So if you want people to stay in the hood, you got to treat them like you want them to stay in the
'Cause
hood.
we got into that about the whole Nipsey situation. Remember? He was
Exactly.
the guy
That's
who was literally
case
buying the block
perfect.
and died
Yeah.
in his business, on his property.
Correct.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway,
But yeah, I mean, we've been here. How long? No, I don't know about break. How long we got? I mean,
we
we've
had
been here a minute.
we had almost 2 hours. We had an hour and 40 minutes.
Hour and 40.
Yeah, so we took.
I mean, we could wrap it up. You got anything else you got, Cutta? Any more?
That was basically it. Just the customers are.
I feel like you had
bad.
another one on there that you.
It
had.
was another one that I looked into. It was about some lady who believed that her mother was.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, but it turned out not to be true. So
okay.
I looked into it. I
Never
tried to
mind.
look
We won't
these up
bring that
before.
What about you, Freddy? You
Throw
got
shit
something?
out.
Oh, I got one more thing on the dock I want to talk about. I want to talk about actually Hollywood. I feel like they kind of like being lazy. There's no more creativity, and right now there's.
Why you say that?
And I was gonna go into. I was gonna segue this off of hearing the Young M.A. album, which was actually pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
But they're
Yo, I've been hearing a lot of people call her like one of the GOATs right now. They're saying she's one of the best right now.
yeah.
I'm serious. What people are saying after this album, they're saying she's one of the best living right now.
Pretty
people
dope
try to
album.
go
I fuck with Young M.A., but we got to stop watering down
The
the
GOAT word.
GOAT.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
gotcha.
saying?
But I was in the segue
Need a
off
new
of that
animal.
and say that they're actually looking her as a prospect to be actually play as Cleo in Set
I
It
heard
Off.
about that. Yeah.
But it's a remake of Set It Off.
It's a
right?
remake of Set It Off,
Right,
though. All
right.
these reboots and all this Hollywood
Right.
stuff. Like, I just seen, like, not even reboot, just remaking
Where's
stuff.
the
period.
originality?
Yeah, it's no more
I
originality.
1000% agree with you, bro. I was having this conversation. I feel like me and you had a conversation
this
about
is the
this
new
one
90s.
time in the garage that nostalgia is getting it's too early. Why are we remixing things from the 90s? 90s isn't that long
Exactly.
ago. 20 years, like I mean, you know, it's kind of crazy. Why are we
because
doing
we
that?
say everything is a classic.
I think
so
it's
it
a
don't
lack
matter.
of creativity, though. Like
Yeah.
you're saying, I think it is a lack of creativity. I noticed that things get recycled so fast. I seen the Philadelphia 76ers come out with Trust the Process when they were open with their fans and saying we're tanking to get number one picks and rebuild this team and get more draft picks. And it worked pretty good now. But so quickly, all of a sudden, Ace Hood had to trust the process, and Jeezy had trust your process. Like it just gets recycled so fast, and I'm like, damn, yo, where's the originality? Where's the creativity?
There is
Why are
none.
people snatching things so fast and funneling it through? And I'm noticing too, real quick. Lately, I've been hearing old songs that I never heard. I heard an old salsa track that I never heard before, and it was the hook to Big Pun's old song. Pronto llegará, mi suerte. That's an old salsa song. He took that shit word for word,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting in the barbershop and I'm like, damn, I
That's where
didn't
you
know
got it
that,
from.
yo.
That's a dope song,
Like,
though.
that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I just didn't know people take so much shit.
It's the same thing with the music industry. Like, I was listening to a Sade song, like, I think a week or two ago, and I'm like, Drake, this is where Drake got it from. Oh, shit. Like, those, like,
Yeah, when you make those connections, right? Like, it's just crazy. I don't know. There's
Alright.
a big lack of originality in entertainment.
But I was saying, like, the Set It Off, back to not going off on tangent, but back to the Set It Off movie. What do you guys think about Young M.A. playing as like Cleo? I
I
think
don't
it's a
mind. I
dope.
think it'd be dope, yeah. But it's just
It'll be
it's gonna
kinda
be a
fun.
good remake, though. That's all that matters.
The thing is, I feel like the original Set It Off is still good for now.
Correct.
Yeah.
You supposed to do that like 40 years from
I mean,
now. I
Latifah's
feel.
still alive.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
can she?
Right.
The problem is, can Young M.A. act?
Damn, that's a good
the
point,
first
right?
one. You know, just because
Wait.
she's a
For real.
lesbian and she has braids.
Yeah, she'll
She
play.
was
And she
supposed to
sags.
play. Remember in Empire? She
no, ain't no supposed to. What did she play?
no. But I'm saying she was supposed to play in Empire. The chick that shot, accidentally shot the what's his name? I stopped
Oh, the
watching
sing-
it.
Yeah, I stopped
the
watching
rapper
Empire
girl.
too.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
bro.
She was supposed to play that part, and Young M.A. says it to this day. Thank God I never got that role because I probably would have messed up my regular rap career. But anyways, not to go on a tangent though.
When you
but
say
I
she was
tried to-
supposed to, you mean like she auditioned for it and
She
was gonna
auditioned
get?
and
Okay,
they would've
so
put her
maybe
in,
she's a good actress
and they were like, "No, we're gonna pick this chick."
or actor. I don't know.
But anyway, I think her acting skills will be pretty good. I mean, but otherwise, I feel there's another way you can go about it. If I was directing, and Issa Rae's actually directing it, the chick that does
I like Issa Rae.
she does good
I like
work.
HBO show
Yeah.
Insecure.
She did When They See Us, didn't she?
She did.
No, she
that
did
was,
one.
No, that's what's her name?
Ava DuVernay.
Ava DuVernay. Yeah,
correct.
my
My
bad.
bad. I fucked
But
up.
she does Insecure. I think she was in the movie Little with
Little.
Taraji P Henson. But they have her directing it. I think if it was me directing it, I would actually I'll put Young M.A. I'll put Tiana Taylor, which is also rumored to be in the movie. Put all of them in the movie, but make it to where it's higher budget than the first movie. Like, not take it like Fast and the Furious, but make it to where it's like that,
Better,
like
yeah.
straight action. Like, take it to
But what we
the
can do
next level.
nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, take it to the next level.
Bigger explosions.
How I
and
would
shit.
do it though as a director is and have Jada Pinkett in it as like the main leader. Every time she goes into a spot and robs it, all the like Young M.A. turns into the Queen Latifah while she's robbing. Like all the girls that she's with now has the same characteristics as the original 4 girls that died in the original movie. And in the movie, while she's robbing it, they change. Like in her head, like she sees Young M.A. as Cleo.
Oh, you mean Jade?
like imagine that. Like imagine.
So
it.
now, is it a remake of the original, or they're just doing like a spin-off? It's just kind of like a.
And that's what I don't like.
Because see, the way
it.
you're doing it now, it would sound like they'd have to do a spin-off, and Jada's the one. And I see what you're saying.
I like it better like that rather
That's
than
a dope
rebooting-
idea. Yeah, I
rather
got
than
you.
rebooting and redoing it, it's kind of whack to me. I don't know.
Nah, I agree.
Who's the one who got away? Jada? Jada was the one who got
Jada's the
away.
only one that got away.
Okay.
She went to Mexico.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
See, I think this is why I think that people do so many remakes. I think it's easy. You know, it's a sure
Easy
thing.
money.
Low-hanging fruit.
As
Sure
long as-
thing,
you
yeah.
know, if you put if you're a movie director or a movie producer and you got this unproven script, you know what I'm saying, versus remaking a story that already sold 10 million, you know, seats or whatever.
Yeah.
You thinking about your job. You thinking about what's going to bring you money back
For
in.
sure, it's for
It's
sure.
the sure thing. So you're probably going to go with the sure thing instead of taking a chance. I
Work
think it
smarter,
sucks.
not harder.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
think, it is
sucks,
though. I think it is the way culture is now, where it's not like it used to be back in the day. Everybody doesn't have to go to the movies to watch new movies
true,
and good
too.
movies, and even the movies that are in the theater. We
That's
don't have
true,
to go
too.
to the theater to watch them.
Right.
At this
Yeah.
point, we do it because we want to support.
Correct.
I know anything that I pay for nowadays is because I literally want to support it. Like I bought that fight this past weekend, the boxing match. I paid for it only because I want to support them in that fight, and I did that as as to show my support for the sport. I didn't have to pay for that shit, bro. I could have free streamed. I free streamed the UFC fight last night because I just wanted to watch it. I didn't give a fuck about paying for it. I'm not, whatever. But my point is, I think that's what it is nowadays. The numbers aren't what they used to be. The amount of money isn't what it used to be. So it's work smarter, not harder, and we're not taking that high risk. We're not coming with some new original shit.
Right.
People might not fuck with it. People don't,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We just gonna do these spin-offs and make this bread and
It's the
just
same
get
thing
by
with
for
music
now.
too. You know what I'm saying? When they looking for a new artist, they want somebody who already have fans, who already have a fan base built in. They don't want to put the money and the time into developing a new artist in their fan base.
French Montana actually built his whole entire career by remaking like recent songs, like 90s, 98 songs, like that came out 98, 97.
A lot of these new people
It's
did.
just like it's nuts, man.
Yeah. It's definitely a lack of originality, and
Correct.
but I just think it's partly the market. You know what I mean? Just the way things are nowadays. Nobody has to buy albums and pay for movies, and it's just hard. I think it's hard on the creators nowadays.
I
think
wouldn't
it's
be
hard to
mad
be a
at it. Just
creator.
put out a good product. If it's
Yeah.
a remake, just make it a good remake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that's the route you're going,
Take
if
it-
that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing.
Take
Just
it
make
to the Fast and the Furious budget.
Yeah,
don't
make
make
it a
it
good
corny
one.
like Fast and the Furious. What I don't like a Fast.
They got
about Fast-
corny, yeah.
Yeah, it got away from the cars.
Correct.
The original
And
thing.
it started being about the
Yeah,
rappers
yeah.
and the stars. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And the wild action scenes, like
Yeah.
it started because of the
Grabbing
cars,
helicopters
yo.
and
Yeah,
shit. Like, my man, come on.
that shit was not how. If you watch the first Fast and the Furious, that's still the best one to
Yeah.
me, dog. Like it's
Correct.
about the cars.
Correct.
It's just I don't know. It was better, man. It definitely got crazy. Like it wasn't even about the cars no more. They were just driving Lambos and Ferraris. Like what happened to the?
Like I just seen the new Rambo, bro. That new Rambo was
trash.
It was. I don't want to say it was trash because it had potential to be good, and I feel like the budget wasn't put into it because Stallone did it himself.
Right.
More
Nobody
budget
wanted
should have been backed up. It would have been way better though. It wasn't bad. It
that
just
deserves
wasn't
it.
good.
That's
either.
a classic.
Eh,
Any slow
Any movie like that needs.
Correct.
I don't think nobody want
Take
no
it
more
to the next
Rambos though. Rambo played out. We had enough Rambos.
Son is old. He walk around with a limp.
If we have another Rainbow, it has to be played by somebody
Rainbow.
else.
I don't
That's
know.
another
I said-
movie, B.
I said Rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. I'm
We
thinking
don't wanna know
Blackish.
what
Son
you
got the
watching
the
all time.
rainbow.
No, I'm
head
thinking
tie
Blackish.
and all that.
You know Blackish, Rainbow Johnson. What you know about that?
Watching Rambo parody,
Huh?
porno parodies and shit.
No. But yeah, we got to get a new Rambo. It can't be the same old.
Oh,
They got to be
Yeah.
like a son of Rambo.
Somebody else.
a new actor,
First Blood
like
or
new
something like that.
007s
You
and
know what I'm
I
shit.
think
saying?
that goes into what we're saying now, where that would kind of make it they're rebooting the whole thing. Like,
But that's just what the movie studios are paying for. That's safe money right
It's a
there.
sure
They,
thing.
they know
Correct.
that they know they're gonna make that.
That's what you
shit.
got to do nowadays, man.
I
You
mean,
got to
if you
go
want
for
that
that
original
ace in
shit,
the
it's always
pocket.
gonna be on the smaller platforms like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People
Sun-
nowadays,
Sundance
Netflix comes
festivals.
out with new movies and new series all the time. So does Hulu. You know what I mean?
That's all-
You
that's
don't-
all
new
it
movies.
Hulu comes out with a brand new stuff.
Oh yeah.
oh wait until Disney Plus comes out. It's
Oh.
it's a wrap
Oh
for
yeah.
everyone.
They already got my money.
Everybody's done.
And they got it for the low. You can make like a one-time payment or something where it comes out to like $3 a month. $3 a month. You pay like a $35 payment and you get it for the whole year. Or you can pay like $5.99. Yeah, it's gonna be
check
cheap,
that
yo.
out.
And they're gonna. Disney's already taking over the world. They're so rich.
Just another way to get money.
Yeah.
And,
We'll see how it shake out though.
Just real quick, the Spider-Man too. They just finally came across a deal for
Right.
Sony.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right,
it talked
right,
about they had
So
something
finally
going
came
on.
across a deal. So they came up to a deal was 25% compared to their 5% that they used to.
That's
get.
crazy.
Yeah, which is actually kind of what they used to do. What they should have gotten, to be honest, from the begin with. You go, is that kind of like a management position? But
They said we're gonna get that money we should have gotten in the beginning.
yeah. So they get that and merch. All the everything.
that's a
all the-
Merch is
deal,
big
too.
money. Yeah, merch
Hell
is big
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Big
Guys, We've been here for way too
Yeah,
long.
we've been
Let's
talking,
wrap it up.
we've
We
been
gotta
running
get
our
out of here.
mouth. But that's what's up, though.
It's good though. I like the fact that we don't have to take so many breaks now. We upgrading our equipment. We
You know what I'm
upgrading
saying?
the show.
Shout
We're
out
trying
to the
get
camera.
better.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I mean?
In
Shout
the
out to our
building.
guests for helping us with Hustle of the Week. Much
Correct.
appreciated.
Correct.
Please make sure you give people all your information, how they can reach you,
Yeah, how can they
social
reach you?
medias, Forex Trading, if they want to get their hair and makeup done.
On Instagram, you can follow me at Ameerah Renee, AmeerahRenee.
Okay.
And then Facebook, Ameerah Renee. And forget it, 407-412-3913.
Oh,
That's
she
easy.
put the
Okay.
info out there. All right.
No dick pics as you going to jail.
Let's
But hit her up on some business shit, you know.
Yeah, yes.
Appreciate
yes.
you coming through for Hustle of
Or
the Week.
for Forex.
So I'm saying, if
No
you want some
doubt, no
business
doubt.
and Forex
For sure.
trading, you know, if you want to get on that. And I'm Keem Olajuwon. I don't have social media anymore, so
I
just
mean,
listen to me on here.
exactly. That's enough.
And
That's all they need.
yeah, we out.
You know what I'm saying? This is 950 ENT Radio, PRG Podcast. Yes, sir. I'm PRGBlakk. Got my man
Cutta Calhoun.
and my other mans.
Freddy on Focus.
All right, until next week, we're going to close it out with a joint by my man. He used to be up here. My man Kid Phase, he had a joint called Thumbin' Through. We're going to play that. And like I said, until next time, we be back.
Yes, sir.
I'm a killer again this summer. I'ma whip the cocaine and the molly. Do 100 and 100. But I'm doing 15 in the Rari. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. That's another grand. Thumbing through 100 bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. That's another grand. Thumbing through 100 bands. I'm flying in the motherfucking parachute. I came back to the city in a foreign coat. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. If you ain't getting money, nigga, I can't fuck with you. I wake up smoking weed and drink your orange juice. I get down on my knees and then I pay my dues. I load my tool, then I tie my loops. And then I'm back inside the kitchen like I'm selling food.
This kid face bitch ain't on no bitch made shit. I come right from the bottom, well that would take your shit. I came up quick, flame on hip, and if you act in my movie, then you can take this clip.
They screaming swiping, no swiping. I don't care, I'm tryna pull up in a white Benz. Yeah, all them hoes tryna wife him. Niggas like, what are those? I kinda like them. Heisman, I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. That's another grand. Thumbing through 100 bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. That's another grand. Thumbing through 100 bands. I got these bitches spinning like a finger roll. Only bread on the table like a dinner roll. This bitch don't speak no English, she from Mexico. I ain't aiming at no legs, ain't no Plexico. Smoking on that gas, call this Texaco. So the single's getting sticky cause the residue. She bust it open like a centerfold. I'ma kill that pussy, send it to the hospital.
This kid face bitch ain't on no bitch made shit. I come right from the bottom, well that would take your shit. I came up quick, flame on hip, and if you act in my movie, then you can take this clip.
I'm getting faded on a Friday. I got them yachts, I'm tryna move them up the highway. Yeah, pussy nigga looking sideways. Bet it's cause I'm about to bring this bitch to my place. Say bye, babe. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. That's another grand. Thumbing through 100 bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. I'm thumbing through the bands. That's another grand. Thumbing through 100 bands.
950 ENT Radio.